was built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on the gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna end.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quite so thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic with this logic, you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic.
Built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah.
I've been doing this, I'm on it. I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it. You know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic. Keep them out your face, no way, you don't want it, yeah. Don't try to drain my energy. The enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily, spreading like a rare disease. But I won't let it get to me. I don't need your therapy. I can leave a legacy of leading by intensity. Come on, we can fight this. Freedom is priceless. Spread just like a virus. Living in a crisis. Do you feel courageous? Do you seek greatness? Trust me, you can take it. Go on and take your aim.
Yeah. Built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah.
Liked you, Irene. What? You seduced my little brother, and for some reason, even my mom seems to like you.
I didn't seduce him.
Anyway, I don't consider you part of the family. Just give up on this house and go back to your parents or something. I'm planning to break up your marriage eventually. Don't ever come back here.
Honey, do you have time now?
Hey, hon. If I remember correctly, you're supposed to be back home today, right?
Right.
Sorry I couldn't pick you up. My assignment got extended.
No worries. Dad gave me a ride home. More importantly, I've got a problem right now.
Oh no. What's wrong?
Nicole has taken over our house.
What? Taken over?
I got home with my dad just a little while ago and heard her and her kids going crazy inside. She changed the lock and I can't get in. She's like, "This is my house, so get out."
What the heck? Why is she there?
According to her, she had a big fight with her husband and left. Your mom wouldn't take her in, so she came to our place.
Oh, they don't get along. Mom has always had a hard time dealing with Nicole's whims. And after she got married, Mom even tried to keep her from coming home too often. So where are you now?
At your mom's place. She told me to come over when I called her, so I'm here with my dad and our son.
Oh, good. At least you didn't end up waiting outside. But what the heck's wrong with Nicole? How did she even get into the house?
She used the spare key we left with your mom.
What? Mom gave her the key?
No, she snatched it when your mom wasn't in the room. And then she even changed the lock on top of that. I asked your mom about it earlier, and she said she usually keeps it deep in a drawer because she rarely uses it.
Seriously, to find it in such a short time she was there, It's practically a theft.
I never imagined having our house taken over while I was away. Nicole's already brought her stuff there. What should we do now?
Sorry for the trouble. Let me try talking to her, so wait a bit.
Okay. Please do.
Irene, hope you're having a pleasant night. Are you already asleep? You know, I was texting with Adam today, and I mentioned that you were cheating as a joke, and he totally bought it. I was just messing with him, you know. But he took it seriously, so I didn't correct him. Sorry if I've accidentally torn apart your marriage. Honestly, you're a nuisance to me. Now that I've got the head of your household on my side, it's game over for you. So, why don't you just take the baby and get a divorce already?
Hun, you good right now?
Yeah, go ahead. Just put Theo to sleep.
Guess what?
Tell me.
Nicole's planning a trip.
A trip?
According to her, once summer break starts, she's taking the kids on a 10-day trip to Myrtle Beach.
So?
Exactly. It's the perfect chance to execute the plan you were talking about.
Oh, great. Didn't expect it to happen so soon.
I'll fill you in on the exact details later.
Cool. Keep me posted. For a while.
What do you think you're doing? Demolishing my house without my consent? Are you insane?
It was my house, and I had the freedom to do what I wanted with it.
Wrong. It was mine. Well, technically Adam's, but it was mine as his older sister. I guess it was supposed to be revenge for breaking up your marriage, but you messed up, huh? I'll sue you for damages.
And don't you get it already? That wasn't Adam's house.
What?
Originally, my grandfather built it. When he retired and moved to the countryside, he handed it over to me. The property's in my name, and I pay property taxes and everything.
No way.
So it has always been mine.
What the heck? Aren't your assets supposed to become your husband's when you get married?
Not necessarily, you know.
Ugh, what should I do then? How do I explain this to Adam? He was supposed to divorce you and live with me in that house once he came back.
No need to worry about that.
Why not?
We're not getting divorced.
Yeah, right. He thinks you cheated on him. He believes the baby isn't his.
I'm sorry for deceiving you until now.
Huh?
He knew everything from the start and has been on my side.
No way.
He doesn't believe any of those stories about the baby's father.
No. He doesn't trust his own sister?
In the first place, our son was born through fertility treatments due to my infertility issues. So the story of another man doesn't make sense.
Then where am I supposed to go?
Well, first, maybe back to your mom's.
Oh no.
After discussing it with her, she agreed to keep your belongings at her place.
You spoke to Mom?
Yes, be grateful to her. She agreed to accept you for my sake, even though she didn't want to live with a demanding and overbearing daughter.
So I can live there?
However, it's for a limited time.
What?
You're allowed to stay there for just a week. After that, she plans to kick you out without any hesitation.
Yeah, right. She can't just kick me out with the kids.
Yes, she's serious about it. Also, your husband contacted her.
Oh no.
So you were cheating on him, right? You lied about fighting and leaving the house. He found out about your affair and kicked you out. And he told you to leave without the kids, but you left with them anyway while he was at work.
Because I thought I could get help from Mom if they were with me.
You were trying to gain her sympathy, huh?
But she didn't take us in.
That didn't mean you could have taken over my house. You were way out of line.
There was no other place to go, so what else could I do?
Your husband's filing for a divorce.
Divorce?
What are you surprised about? You were cheating after all.
But what about the kids?
He intends to take custody.
Absolutely not. He's too busy with work to handle parenting.
His parents live nearby, so he might get support from them.
I can't allow that. Usually mothers take custody of the kids after divorce, right?
It's not always like that, you know. Someone who steals keys and takes over someone else's house, I doubt they can handle parenting properly.
Wait a minute. So, I'll be all alone then?
Aren't you planning a future with your boyfriend?
Not exactly. He's also married.
Yeah, it seems.
I broke up with him as soon as my husband found out about the affair. He told me he had no intention of divorcing his wife. It's messed up. He was just playing with me.
Your husband plans to claim child support from you.
Child support?
Well, obviously, you should receive a call from his lawyer soon.
This is a joke. I've been a housewife. He knows I don't have that kind of money. I splurged on the trip too.
That's not my concern. Well, then I have to go.
Wait, Irene! Irene, what am I supposed to do? Hi, Irene. Are you free now? I want to talk to you about something.
What's going on? I'm about to take Theo for a stroll. Please make it short.
Oh, it's a disaster, you know.
What do you mean?
My husband's demanding alimony and child support. On top of that, I'm getting threats and harassment from my ex's wife.
Well, what did you expect?
Why? I've already broken up with him.
But the fact remains that you were fooling around.
Also, Mom said the deadline had passed and kicked me out of the house. I have no money and nowhere to go. What am I supposed to do from now on?
How would I know? You have to find a job and get a place to live on your own.
So, I have a favor to ask you. Can you let me stay with you for a while?
Excuse me?
You had your previous house demolished and moved somewhere else, right?
Well, yeah, I'm currently living in a new apartment.
Can you tell me the address then? Since Adam's still away, it should be okay for me to move in, right?
No, thank you.
Why not? We're family.
Family? Don't kid yourself. I won't let a trash like you who took over my house and locked me out when I came back with a newborn baby call me family.
What did you just call me?
Is that all you wanted to talk about? I'll never tell you where I live, and never in a million years I'll let you move in here.
Can you lend me some money then?
What?
My savings won't cover the alimony and child support. I've only been a homemaker, so finding a good paying job is difficult, you know. I'll pay you back later, so can you lend me like $50,000?
I'll have to decline.
How about $30,000 then? Please, Irene, you have a job, so you must have money, right?
I have no intention of lending you even a single cent. Figure it out on your own.
What's the matter with you all? Why do I have to go through all this pain by myself?
It's your own fault, you know. Well then, bye.
Hold on, Irene. Please don't leave me like this.
Nicole and her husband finalized their divorce, and he successfully got custody of their kids. In the end, she ended up borrowing money to pay alimony and child support. Currently, she has a live-in job, working from morning till night. She's desperately trying to repay her debts. It seems that she has harbored a grudge against me since I married her brother. Perhaps that's why she took the drastic step of trying to take over my home. Occupying a house that was soon to be demolished was plain stupid. As for me, I'm peacefully living in our new apartment with my son. Adam is expected to return soon from his overseas assignment. From now on, we're looking forward to enjoying a happy life together as a family of 3.
Hey sis, this is you, right?
What? It's definitely me, but when did you take this picture?
I knew it. I thought this plain and dowdy look was you. I moved to a new house when I got married 5 years ago, and I hadn't seen you since then, but I recognized you right away because you haven't changed at all.
I guess your insensitivity haven't changed either to secretly film someone. 5 years have passed and you're still very childish.
You're a terrible person to say that. No wonder I was able to steal Henry from you. I thought you learned from that and become a little more modest. Maybe you abandoned being a decent woman after Henry abandoned you?
Shut up. If you don't want anything from me, can we just be done with this?
Oh, wait. I have something to tell you. I wanted to say hello to my neighboring sister.
Huh?
Juliet, didn't you think it was strange? This picture was taken in Miami, near Miami Central Station. Guess what? I moved near Miami Central Station. Henry got transferred and I came along with him. And since you were at the station too, that means we're going to be neighbors, right? So I'm looking forward to seeing you more from now on.
Did that company have a branch in Miami area?
You don't react very well, do you, Julia? You should be a little more surprised. Oh, are you curious about it?
About what?
About Henry. He left you, the infertile woman, to become my husband. He's mine now. He still loves me so much that he's all over me every day.
Don't worry, after 5 years, I'm not interested in him, even a bit.
Oh, really?
What? Don't tell me you want me to care about him.
No, but...
Okay. Is that all you want? I'm very busy, so I'll see you later.
Oh, wait a minute. We now live in the same city, so tell me your address. I'll visit you with Henry. Juliet, listen up. I'm raising Henry's child now. The baby I was carrying at the time that led to my marriage to Henry is now 4 years old. He grew up to be a cute little boy just like me. By the way, it was a boy. He's healthy and full of energy, but he is just so naughty. Sometimes he's so energetic that I couldn't handle him. He's such a troublemaker.
Oh, it's you again. Can you stop texting me about boring things? I use this phone for work too, and I don't want it occupied with unimportant texts.
What? It's just a little bit. So you know my son is in kindergarten and...
What a pain in the butt.
Oh, hey.
I'm gonna block you. Bye.
Julia? Hey sis, it's Teresa.
Huh? Don't tell me you changed your phone number.
I did. We live in the same city, so I want to get in touch with you when something happens.
I have no intention of getting involved with you.
Oh no, I was so busy raising my kid that I had nothing to look forward to, and then you came along. How could I give up such a fun toy?
A fun toy?
You can entertain me like you used to. Anyway, tell me where you live now.
I don't live in Miami.
What? Come on, you're lying. You can't fool me. Are you afraid that I'm going to ruin your life like I did 5 years ago? You're so stupid to try to cover it up now that you've been photographed so clearly.
I'm sure I'm the one in the picture you took at Miami Central Station, but I just happened to be passing by. I don't live there.
That's a lie.
I'm not lying.
Just because you don't want to be my toy, you can't run away now that you've been discovered. Well, we're in the same city, and you do use Miami Central Station, right? I'll find you soon, so look forward to it.
Diana, long time no see. Is this a good time?
Hey Julia, it's been a while. I haven't heard from you much lately. Are you busy?
Yup. Fortunately, I'm in an environment where I can get help from people around me, but I'm still pretty busy.
But the fact that you contacted me in the midst of all that, I guess this is about Henry and Teresa.
Bingo. Recently, Teresa has been texting me frequently, so I decided to check in on her just in case. Diana, you're a relative of Henry, so I thought you might know something. From the sound of it, something is going on, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
What happened?
I'll start from the conclusion. Henry and Teresa got divorced 2 weeks ago.
What? Why?
The boy Teresa gave birth to is now 4 years old, and it turned out that he wasn't Henry's.
What? If he's 4 years old, he's the child Henry had when he divorced me 5 years ago, right?
I guess so. I don't know. I don't know how it happened, but he had a chance to find out that he was infertile to the point where he couldn't have children. He thought that shouldn't be true, so he had a DNA test done with his son, and the result came back that the child was not his.
What a surprise.
After further investigation, he found out that Teresa, she and her son's father had separated before she got married to Henry, but Henry found out that she was having an affair with another man. In the end, Henry and Teresa got divorced because of Teresa's infidelity.
Really?
By the way, it's a long story.
Oh, there's more?
I don't want to keep texting. You're busy too, right? I think it would be better if we finish up our chores and talk on the phone at night.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'll call you after 9 p.m. How's that?
Okay, talk to you later.
details.
As for our parents, 5 years ago, our parents allowed you to marry Henry because of their unborn grandchild. But this time they were furious and cut ties with you.
You know about that too?
Hearsay from a stranger isn't good enough, so I called my parents myself to confirm the facts. They apologized for despising me for the sake of their grandchild, but that's nothing to worry about now. Anyway, so your child is now with his biological father and not living with you. Although you moved to Miami with your child right after our parents had cut ties with you, your ex-boyfriend, who is the biological father, got custody of the child, so now you're alone. That's when you happened to spot me at Miami Central Station and came up with the idea. In order to pay the compensation that was charged by Henry, you decided to get money from me, right?
You know that too?
It's the kind of thing you think of, since you've always been trying to get money from me. When you come up to me and say, "Hey sis," I know you're up to something. Even though I haven't seen you for 5 years, I haven't lost my instincts.
What? You know everything.
And were you also trying to let out your frustration by bragging about your child since you thought I was infertile? You even pretended that you lived with your child and lied about going to amusement park with your in-laws. How pathetic.
Shut up. I wanted to see the look of frustration on your face by bragging about how happy I was to be able to raise a child. I never thought my child would be taken away. On top of that, you remarried and had quadruplets. I'm all alone now, and Henry is even demanding compensation. Why am I the only one who has to go through this?
You brought all this on yourself.
That's not true. It's all your fault that things turned out this way.
What? How could that be possible?
If you hadn't married Henry, this wouldn't have happened. If your husband was not the infertile Henry, my affair wouldn't have been exposed.
Well, you shouldn't have cheated on your boyfriend. And you shouldn't have stolen my husband. Well, it's too late to talk about it now. You deserve what's coming to you.
Shut up! I'll never forgive you, Julia. You'll see I'll get my revenge. Hey! Why wasn't it you?
What?
I did some serious investigation and found out where you lived. When I went to check it out, I found a totally different old lady living there.
What are you doing? That's not going to work.
Because it was near Miami Central Station and I was sure that was your house.
I told you before, I don't live in Miami.
But
the only reason I was in Miami last time was because I was visiting my husband's parents. My mother-in-law told me to leave the quadruplets with her and take a little break. I took her offer and was out shopping by myself. I didn't expect you to be there filming me. My husband's parents don't live near Miami Central Station, and I changed my last name to my husband's, so there's no point in trying to find where I live using my maiden name. No matter how hard you look, you'll never find me.
Then where are you? Tell me your current address.
No way.
Why not?
You're too stupid to give your address to someone who's publicly stated that she wants revenge, especially when you have a family to protect now. I'm not some invincible woman who's been cut ties by her parents and had her kid taken away.
Don't say that. I'm your little sister.
So?
So help me. I told you I'm all alone.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity.
Huh?
I think it's a good opportunity for you, Teresa, who's only thought about living by leaning on people with money. I think it's a good opportunity for you to live on your own.
What's that? Where are you, Julia?
We're going to be in the sky from now.
Huh? In the sky?
Tomorrow we'll be over the sea.
Huh? You mean you're going to live abroad?
My husband works for a foreign company. Even though Miami is a big city, considering the risk of encountering you, I decided it's not safe to have my husband's parents' house there. So we're moving with his parents to the country where the company is headquartered.
No way!
Bye-bye now.
Wait, hey, Julia, to tell you the truth, I broke the window of a woman with the same name as you. I thought you were living happily with your quadruplets, so I couldn't help but to throw a rock at you. The woman found out and is going to call the police, so I need you to come and take me home. And Julia, you have to answer me. You don't want me to become a criminal, do you? Come on, Julia!
My sister who threw a rock at an unrelated person's house. She was safely taken away in a police car and charged with compensation. She should have given up after that, but she was so persistent that she tried to identify my husband's company this time. She repeatedly attacked an unrelated foreign company. How she did it without knowing my husband's name is a mystery. What is even more mysterious is that she fell in love with an employee at one of those companies. But that man was married, I heard. His wife found out later, and Teresa was charged compensation. Hearing such a story from Diana, I could not hide my giggle. I decided to educate our quadruple as well, so that they would never become such bad people.
Janet, I know you heard this from my brother. I'm going back to my parents' house next week. Yes, I heard. I'm glad. But Susan, why did you decide to move back to your parents' house? You've been living alone for quite a long time now, right? Yes, I lived alone for a while after I got a job. But after that, I lived at my boyfriend's house. But he was cheating on me. Even though we were talking about getting married, he cried and asked me to forgive him, but I just couldn't do it. We broke up. I see. I'm sorry I reminded you of something you didn't want to be reminded of. That's totally fine. I've gotten over it. And I dumped him. I moved out of his place, so I had to find a place to live. He was paying for everything, and I could spend money on things that I wanted. So it seems stupid to pay rent every month for me. I thought I should live at home. You two are already living there, so now I'm interrupting you. I'm so sorry. No, it's your parents' house. Don't worry about me. Please come home without hesitation. Besides, I've always been jealous of my friends who have female siblings. I'm looking forward to living with you. Really? Then I'm glad. Well, I'm afraid that if I live at their house, I won't have many chances to date men. That's my only concern. Don't worry. My husband told me you have always been really popular. You're beautiful, friendly, and vibrant. Hey, flattery will get you nowhere. I'm just saying what I think. You're right. I'm popular. Your parents' house is quite far from where you lived, right? What are you going to do about your job? Are you commuting from your parents' house? No, I don't think so. My company is a big one, and we encourage people to work from home. So since I'm going to be living at home, I asked my boss to let me work from home. Then he talked to HR about it. I can only go to work once a month. I'm so glad that they like me. They value you, don't they? Well, I wanted to keep working after I had the baby. I got my certification while I was young, and I've been working hard all my life. I admire you. By the way, Janet, have you had kids yet? I'd like to have one, but not yet. Besides, I live with my in-laws, so it's not easy. Huh? Are you blaming them? There are plenty of ways, like going on regular trips. Well, that's true, but I broke up with my boyfriend, so it takes time. I just want you to have kids to make my parents happy. Susan, I feel the same way, but this is a gift from heaven, so it's not easy. If you're too relaxed about it, you'll be too old before you know it. Well, if you have a baby, the house becomes smaller and I might get kicked out. So, you may not want to have kids. Susan, may I be excused now, as I need to take a bath? I'm looking forward to seeing you next week. Janet, where are you? I just woke up, but no one is home. I tried to call you, but you didn't answer. Maybe you're out on a trip without me? Good morning, Susan. No way. I wouldn't go on a trip leaving just you behind. My parents-in-law are celebrating their wedding anniversary today, so we bought them lunch. They were very happy and said, since it's our anniversary, let's go on a date. So they left. Oh, that's right. It is my parents' wedding anniversary. What? I'm jealous of that lunch. I should have tagged along. No, it's their wedding anniversary. Let's give them some privacy. I'm sure they would be happier if I were there. But I drank too much last night and couldn't get up. What about you and my brother? We both have work today. Oh, really? No rest for the poor? It's so sad that you have to work on your day off. I mean, your job is writing novels, right? You always work at home, but you're working outside today? Yes, I can basically work from home, but sometimes I have meetings. The person I'm working with says he can't come during the week, so I scheduled on Saturday to accommodate him. Are you just trying to be cool? What do you mean? I mean, who writes novels nowadays? Books don't sell these days. There's no way you can make a living just by writing novels. You probably don't even make half of what I earn. And you're trying to be cool by calling yourself a novelist? I'm not trying to be cool. Besides, I don't know how much you make, but I don't think it's less than half. You don't want to admit it, do you? You're younger than me, but you're old enough to know better. You should stop dreaming and face the reality, okay? You live at my parents' home and you don't have to pay rent. You just want my parents and my brother to support you, right? No, you have me all wrong. You can fool my parents and brother, but you can't fool me. I have to protect my parents from you. Protect from me? Yes, you're not good for anything. You just won't leave. You were so nice to me before. What happened? This is the real me. I put on a facade. If you can't be useful, give them a grandchild. I can't believe you can't even do that. You're in my way. You'd better think about what to do with yourself. Oh no. Janet, there's a lot of expensive-looking stuff in your room. Huh? You entered my room without telling me? This is my parents' house, so it doesn't matter. Yes, it's your parents' house, but please don't go into my room without telling me. It's an invasion of privacy. You're overreacting. I didn't intend to look at it that closely, but I was curious, so I peeked. Why are there so many accessories and clothes? I like fashion. Not everything is expensive. If they are reasonable, I'll buy them. But my brother financially supports you. Don't you think you buy too much? What? You make very little money by writing novels, and yet you think you earn enough? You don't know how much money I make. Could you please stop talking nonsense? I don't have to ask you that. Janet, since you don't seem to notice, I'll tell you. About what? You say you like fashion, but my brother is not interested in you at all. I don't dress to impress him. I'm not talking about your fashion. I'm talking about him not being interested in you. Did he tell you that? Yup. He says you're boring to be with, and you can't have children, and you are depending on him. It's no wonder he'll dump you. Dump me? Yes. Did you think he loves you? You've got it all wrong. I want you to leave, and I'm sure my parents do so too. Get out of here. Don't ever show up. Are you really okay saying that? I don't know what's going to happen to you. What are you talking about? That's my line. Okay, if you insist, I'll leave. I'll pack up my stuff and leave today. Oh my God, that makes everything much easier. Bye. I didn't think you'd actually leave. You told me to leave. But what are you going to do? You don't make any money and you don't have a house. Are you becoming homeless? I really feel sorry for you. You're divorcing my brother, aren't you? You seem very happy. Of course I'm happy, because not only can I cut you off, but also can get rid of a fifth wheel. I can't help but be happy. Susan, You hate me that much. I was so happy when I found out I could live with you. I feel like an idiot for being happy then. Don't worry, I'm divorcing my husband. We talked about it yesterday and my husband said that he has no problem with it. I've had the divorce papers filled out, and I'm going to go file them today. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I have been taking care of my parents-in-law for a long time. From now on, you should take care of them. Huh? My parents are still in good health. Don't talk about my parents as if they were old people who need care. That's really rude. I'm not just talking about their health. I'm talking about money. I'll tell you what you don't know. I pay the mortgage and all living expenses of the house. But the house is in your father's name. I just transferred the money to his account every month. You're lying. If you're going to lie, can't you tell a better lie? It's not a lie. Why don't you ask your father to show you his bank statements? Is it true? But that doesn't make sense. You don't make that much money. And what about my brother's salary? You seem to be assuming that my salary is low. I make about 5 times the average annual salary for someone my age. What? That much? Thankfully, I have a reputation in this industry. I'm writing a book under my maiden name, so I'm sure it will come up if you do an internet search. That's right. You've been featured in many articles on the internet. And my husband spends his entire salary on himself. What? What does he spend? He doesn't know much about stocks and investments, but he's putting all his money into it. He's losing money all the time, but he never learns. He also gambles to make up for his losses, so his money is dwindling even more. I was earning money, so he was able to make ends meet. I have asked him to stop many times, but he never listens to me. To be honest, divorce has been on my mind for a long time. I was able to make up my mind because of you. Thank you so much. Don't tell me to support my parents and brother. There's no way I can earn that much money. Then I think the only thing you can do is convince your brother and the two of you should help each other. I couldn't do it, but good luck with that. Oh no, I didn't know anything. Hey Janet, can you come back now? I don't want to. It was you who told me to leave, wasn't it? I don't want to go back, ever. I can finally spend money on my own, and I have the freedom to do what I want. They're your parents, you know. They've spoiled you for so long. It's your turn to take care of them. Now, if you'll excuse me. Janet, please, call me or drop me a line. Please answer me. Hi, Susan. It's been a while. Your brother and I are divorced, so I didn't expect to hear from you, Susan. How are you doing? I tried to call you many times. I just checked my incoming call history. I left my phone in the other room and didn't realize it. There must be more than 100 incoming calls. I'm scared. Please stop calling. What on earth is going on? I know I can't ask you to do this, but... What is it? I need to borrow some money. Huh? Actually, although I managed last month, but I've been draining my savings, and I can't pay this month's mortgage. I knew it. You didn't talk to your brother. Why didn't you ask him for help? Of course I did, but he said he owes $30,000. What? Debt? That can't be. After you divorced, he thought there was no one to stop him. He says that he invested as much as he wanted, lost a lot of money, and before he knows it, he was in debt. I was watching him closely. He couldn't control himself, huh? My parents said, "Why did you kick Janet out? She was really good to us. She paid our bills and did all the housework. She was really helping us. now we want you to take responsibility and support us from now on. Isn't that terrible? I see. Do you really think I'll lend money to you after hearing that? Please, I don't have anyone else I can rely on. You think you can depend on me? That's a big mistake. That's why before I left there, I said, "Are you sure about that? I don't know what will happen to you." I warned you. It's your own fault for not listening to me. Asking me to help you now is too selfish. Oh no! I was working as hard as I can, but I can't make as much money as you. Even though I work from home, they keep a log of what I do online. I have a lot of work, and I'm really exhausted after work. I can't even do the housework as efficiently as you do. So what? You don't think that if you flatter me like that, I'll come back, do you? Aren't you lonely? I will never make fun of you. I'll even put in half the money, and I'll do half the housework. I hope you'll come back to this house. Susan, I've found someone I'm going to marry. What? You just divorced my brother 2 months ago. Don't tell me you were having an affair. No, I would never do such a thing. I ran into my longtime boyfriend from high school. We didn't break up because we didn't like each other. We were in a long-distance relationship after high school, and we talked about how we wanted to prioritize what we both wanted to do. We decided to break up. He told me that he had always loved me. I told him everything that had happened since I got married. He still wanted to be with me. I was so happy to know there is someone out there who needs me. And now I'm carrying his child. You can't just decide on such a spur of the moment. You will regret it. I don't know what the future holds, but he really cares about me, and I am happy now. I've only been divorced for 2 months, so I can't marry for another 4 months. I'm going to register after that. I can't believe that you've already found your happy life. Susan, you made it sound like I was a woman who couldn't even have children. I was able to conceive right away, so maybe the problem was your brother. So I am occupied with my own future that I can't afford to help you guys, and I have no intention to do so. Please help each other as a family and live your lives. I'm going to block you now. Huh? Janet, wait! Then lend me some money. Janet! Susan thought that she was the only one who could protect her family. After her day job, she continued to work part-time. But in the end, she couldn't pay the mortgage, so she put the house on the market. I heard rumors that Susan collapsed due to overwork, to the point where they lost their breadwinner. I don't know what my ex-husband's family are doing since then. I am grateful to Susan. Not only was I able to divorce my ex-husband, but I could get back to my ex-boyfriend who is kind and thoughtful. I even have a child. I hope to live a happy life with my precious family this time. Zoe, it's so unfair. Stella, what's wrong? I'm talking about the guy you brought today. Oh, you mean my fiancé? That's right. What the hell is going on? I can't believe a woman like you got engaged to such a perfect man. Excuse me? A woman like me? That's a terrible thing to say. Unlike me, you're boring and ugly. How on earth did you get him? Did someone introduce him to you? We got to know each other through work. He used to be a business partner of mine. He proposed to me recently. Oh my God, it's really unfair. He works for a prestigious and well-known company, and he's some kind of elite, isn't he? Yeah, he works for a big company. And he's so handsome. It's not fair that you're marrying that kind of guy. Whatever. Anyway, how could you show up at our parents' house today with such a nonchalant face? What? What do you mean? You haven't forgotten, have you? About what you did 3 years ago? What? I have no idea what you're talking about. You don't remember what you did to me? Oh, are you still holding on to something from way back then? I couldn't help it then. He even said I was the better choice. It's because you keep flirting with him. I was about to get married to my ex 3 years ago. But out of nowhere, you stole my fiancé. I'll never forgive you for what you did. It wasn't my fault. It's your fault for feeling secure after your engagement. Why is it my fault? Both Dad and Mom were furious too, remember? That's why they kicked you out of the house, isn't it? They're overreacting. They shouldn't get so angry just because I stole your fiancé. Of course they would react like that. Moreover, even though you stole away my fiancé, you broke up within less than a month, saying you were bored or something. It can't be helped. I just wanted to steal him from you. What? So you didn't like him from the beginning? I liked him at first, but once he became mine, I lost interest. Are you serious? Really, you just want everything that belongs to me. Since we were kids, whether it's clothes, shoes, or bags, you begged Dad and Mom to buy the same things as me. And when you couldn't get them, you even forcibly took them from me. It's just because I always want to be better than you. What? I'm more beautiful than you. I won't be satisfied unless I win everything against you. Not just what you have, but even the men that you date. Everything has to be better than you. What a selfish way of thinking. Please don't try to steal things from me anymore. You should try to get things on your own. But it's faster to take it from you. What? Even though you are so ugly, for some reason, you are good at dating nice guys. So it's easier for me to steal guys from you. Jesus. Wait. Did you come to my parents' house today just to meet my fiancé? Bingo! I heard you are visiting parents' house to introduce your fiancé, so I hurried back. And as expected, you brought a handsome guy. So Zoe, give me his number. What? Just give me his number. Are you stupid? No way. Why not? You are trying to steal my fiancé again, aren't you? What? Of course not. I just want to get along a little, you know? We'll be family eventually, so it's not a big deal. No way. I'll make sure to invite you to the wedding, so please don't try to ruin my marriage. You are so mean. Say whatever you want. It's unfair that only you get to be happy. I want to get married and be happy too. If you want to be happy, then make an effort. Stop trying to take things from me. Find your own partner. Then, can you introduce me to your fiancé's friends? What? Just give me his number. I won't go after your fiancé, I promise. I already told you I wouldn't give you his contact. I'll officially send you a wedding invitation soon, so bye for now. Wait, Zoe! Zoe! Stop acting like you're better than me. I won't allow you to be the only one happy. I'll do whatever it takes to get close to your fiancé. Hey Zoe, long time no talk. Is now a good time? Hey, I'm busy with preparations for tomorrow's wedding. Can you please make it quick? I have something to tell you. What is it? I'm getting married. What? Really? Yes. Wow, congratulations. But that's quite sudden. Have you been dating someone? Well, I recently met someone. He seems to have fallen for me at first sight. And within less than a month of dating, he proposed to me. In a month? Really? Well, it just shows how charming I am, right? I'm so beautiful, unlike you. Okay, whatever. By the way, who do you think the guy is? Probably someone I don't know. Well, you actually know him quite well. He's handsome and has a prestigious background. Come on, Zoe, can't you figure it out? I don't know. We don't have many mutual friends because we went to different high schools and universities. Oh, come on, you know him, even though you pretend not to. No, really, I don't have a clue. Oh, well, too bad you won't have a wedding tomorrow. What? I'm marrying your fiancé. What? Oops, I made a mistake. I mean, your ex-fiancé. I'm sorry, Zoe. I stole your fiancé again. Wait a minute. I'm a bit confused. Are you saying my fiancé is marrying you? Exactly. You're joking, right? Or are you being delusional? Oh, my poor sister. I understand you don't want to accept reality. Unfortunately, I'm not being delusional. It's real. Your fiancé is mine now. Are you sure you're not confusing him with someone else? Stella, you've only met my fiancé once, right? There's no way I could be mistaken. He's handsome, so I remember his face and name perfectly. The man I'm marrying is your fiancé, for real. Are you sure about that? Yeah, soon I will be Mrs. Carter. Then how did you get close to my fiancé? Well, I happened to see him walking alone in the city, so I quickly chased after him and got his contact information. What? So I took a chance and asked him out on a date. He agreed so easily. We became quite close that very day. Even though he has a fiancé, we've been meeting almost every night. I'm sure he's captivated by my youth and beauty. I'm sorry. I still don't understand. Oh, you are so pathetic. I know you don't want to accept reality. You will be okay eventually. The wounds in your heart will heal. You will understand someday that I'm the one who's perfect for him. Hey, could you be misunderstanding something? I'm not misunderstanding anything. Zoe, you should give up on him. Aren't you frustrated? Not really. You're pretending to be strong again. It must be tough for you, having your fiancé taken by your sister twice. For the second time, your fiancé chose me. You should accept the reality that you are a loser. I don't think so. Hey, why haven't you introduced him to our parents if you're getting married? Huh? There's no need to introduce him. Why not? Why? Because he was your fiancé. Dad and Mom already know him well. Besides, if I mention taking your fiancé again, Dad will get angry, right? I've heard that his parents are strict too. Honestly, going to greet them seems like a hassle. No, I think our parents probably haven't met your fiancé yet. I think it would be good to properly introduce each other to both families. Come on, are you still saying that? You're so pathetic. Give up already and go find a new boyfriend. All right. This conversation has no end. By the way, are you coming to the wedding tomorrow? Oh my God, seriously? You're still saying that? What? I told you you can't have a wedding. Hey, listen. How can you have a wedding without a groom? I'm going to completely destroy your happiness. Because that's what makes me happy. I think soon you'll get a message from him saying tomorrow's wedding is canceled. If you want him to be happy, just accept the reality, okay? What? My fiancé is right here next to me. What? Zoe, are you okay? Are you seeing hallucinations or something? No, it's not a hallucination. We're talking about tomorrow's wedding now. Huh? Wait a moment. What's going on? By the way, you mentioned you will be Mrs. Carter, right? Can you tell me your fiancé's full name? Ethan Carter. I knew it. What do you mean? Ethan is his older brother. Huh? Older brother? Yes. I don't get it. What do you mean? My fiancé's name is Sam Carter. Sam? What? Well, that's true, but there's meaning in stealing from you. It's disappointing that it was the wrong guy. You have a serious problem. I always want to be superior to you. I can't accept that my older sister's getting married before me and being happy. But he fell in love with you at first sight and proposed. Getting married within a month is a bit unusual thing to happen, but if you love him too, there's no problem, right? Well, now that you put it that way, I did manage to get a handsome guy. It's frustrating that it started as a mistake, but I'll go ahead and marry him. Well then, will you come to my wedding? Sure, I will. It's disappointing that you're getting married first, but eventually, I'll marry Ethan too. And I'll have a more luxurious wedding than you. All right, I'm looking forward to your wedding too. Well then, see you tomorrow. Zoe, it's totally different. What is? Ethan is not a perfect man at all. What are you talking about? Why are they so different even though they are siblings? Your husband works for a well-known company and is an elite, but his brother is just a part-timer. I didn't want to marry a part-timer even if he's handsome. Wait, did you not know his job? No, because I always thought he was your fiancé. But once you realized it was my fiancé's brother, didn't you ask what he does? Well, I was curious, but it seemed too late to ask. Even though he's someone you'll spend your life with? I never imagined he was a part-timer. Zoe, help me! Don't ignore me. Answer the phone. Oh, you again. If it's about swapping husbands, I won't do that. No, it's not about that. I need your advice about something. What? I ended up living with him at his parents' house? Really? He's a part-timer. I quit my job and we have no money. We were discussing how we'll live from now on, so we ended up living with his parents. I see. Well, you're practically estranged from our parents. I guess you can only rely on your in-laws. That's the worst part. Why? Because my in-laws are extremely strict. They were surprised that I couldn't do housework properly. They said they'll teach me everything from scratch. I'm forced to do chores and cook every day. I don't even have time to hang out with friends. Well, isn't that good? Why do you say that? Every day feels like hell. You were spoiled growing up. It's a chance for you to toughen up. Don't say that. If I don't do something, I'll go crazy. I thought I had a handsome husband, but I never expected to end up living with in-laws like this. It's your fault for not knowing your partner properly. You should do your best. Why do you say that? I didn't do anything wrong. You didn't go to meet your husband's parents before getting married. If you had met them properly beforehand, you might have reconsidered the marriage. Not thoroughly getting to know Ethan and accepting the proposal, I think those are your mistakes. But I wanted to get married as soon as possible. I wanted to steal your fiancé as soon as possible that time. That's also a problem. You chose him because he was my fiancé, right? It turned out to be the wrong guy. If you've learned your lesson, you should stop trying to take what belongs to others. Whatever. I still want your husband. What? Wait, did you even read what I said? I'm divorcing Ethan. I've decided to marry your husband. No matter how much you want my husband, this time it won't go your way. Oh, really? We'll see about that. When a young and beautiful woman like me makes a move, come back right away? That's not possible. We're here for his work. Where are you guys living now? I won't tell you. Why not? I don't think you would, but just in case you decide to desperately chase after us abroad, I won't tell you where we are. Well then, I'm busy, so see you. Wait, Zoe! Don't leave me alone! Zoe! Stella is unable to endure treatment from her parents-in-law. It seems she has proposed a divorce to Ethan again. However, Ethan refused to go through with the divorce, and Ethan and the in-laws treated her more strictly. She is now forced to live in an even more confined life than before. Nevertheless, My sister seems unwilling to give up on pursuing my husband. She persistently messages me about our location, so I finally blocked her recently. As for me, I am enjoying life overseas with my husband. I can't wait to build a family with him in a new environment.
Hey, sister-in-law. What was that today? What's with you, sister-in-law? Huh, Megan? I thought my phone was ringing all the time. It was you, wasn't it? I finally got an answer. I've been calling you a bunch of times since a while ago. Why are you ignoring me? I'm sorry. I've been so busy. I'm just now getting settled. Sister-in-law, isn't it awful? What? Why should I be kicked out? I've come all the way from far away to see you. They're all dragging me out of the venue. You'll pay me back for the wasted train fare later, won't you? Don't tell me you don't understand at all. You have no idea why you were kicked out of the venue? I don't understand. Why do I have to go through this? It's your outfit. What outfit? It was my mother's funeral. I don't think that was a good idea. Oh, you mean my dress? Yes. Attending a funeral in a flashy pink dress? I think it's insane. I don't know. I think I did a good thing. Huh? Because everyone except for me was so gloomy and had a bitter look on their face. You were sobbing and crying. If a beautiful woman like me appeared in a dress, everyone would smile. You don't seem to realize what a terrible thing you've done. Didn't you notice that everyone was giving you the cold shoulder? I don't understand why I should be upset at all. I mean, some people were smiling when they saw me in my dress. I'm sure they were happy to see me. They weren't smiling. They were laughing. Don't get it wrong. But you're really happy, aren't you, sister-in-law? What? Because when your mom dies, you'll get an inheritance, right? You'll be lucky to get extra income. What are you talking about? So, it was a happy funeral. It's a happy day. I wore my favorite outfit, while everyone else was dressed all black like cockroaches. I made the place look gorgeous. You should be thanking me. You're disgusting. You're so inappropriate. I lost my mother. I'm devastated. And you're congratulating me? Funerals don't need to be glamorous. It's a real problem. So you were trying to irritate me when you wore the dress. Well, I guess you could say that. You're such a jerk for doing that at my mother's funeral to harass me. You're the worst. I want you to divorce right now. But your brother chose me as his wife, no matter how much you don't like me. If you love your brother, you should respect his wishes, don't you think? Huh? Are you trying to lecture me? You're a big ugly bitch. I'll have my brother scold you later. That brother of yours is also very upset with you and your dress. Huh? How can he be angry at his beautiful sister's beautiful dress? Don't you see how crazy it is to wear a pink dress to a funeral? But a beautiful girl like me is special. I don't think my brother would be mad at me. I'm just taking the stance that it's not my fault. Of course it's your fault. All right then. If it's a fight you want, you'll get one. Huh? I'll do to you what you did to me. I'll do the same to you someday. You're so full of it. You don't have the guts to take revenge on me. If that's how you feel. But I'm serious. Ha 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 ha. Scary. Well, go ahead and try if you can.
Emily, I'm really sorry my sister bothered you today. Is everything all right over there? Yes, Sean. Your father and all the relatives must be angry. Sort of. I can't help it after she did such a crazy thing. But everyone is grateful to you. We all know that you had harsh words with Megan. Well, I was worried that maybe I'd be disowned by your father and the other relatives. I guess everything's fine now. I'm fine. You're not the bad guy. By the way, how are things going over there? How is it going with Megan? Oh, not good. Not good? I scolded her pretty hard, but Megan didn't seem to respond at all. You even went to your parents' house to tell them about it. My parents knew that and warned Megan she should listen to me, but she wouldn't listen to me at all, saying, "Your wife made you do it, didn't she?" I see. I couldn't get through to her. My head was starting to spin. You must have had a hard time. Megan's always been a self-centered girl, but I didn't think she'd do something like that at your mother's funeral. Anyway, I'm coming home soon. If I stay at my parents' house, Megan might think I'm on her side. Or maybe she already does. Maybe. She said to me, "I'll have my brother scold you." She really seems to love you. I wish she'd stop involving me. I'm sorry, Emily. I'm not much help. It's okay. From now on, you don't have to be involved with Megan at all. I'll give her a stern talking to about staying away from you and your family. Okay then. I appreciate it. I'm on my way to you now. Okay. Have a safe trip home. Hello, sister-in-law. How have you been? Huh? I'm your sister-in-law, Megan. Megan? Oh no, why are you surprised? I didn't expect to hear from you. Didn't your brother tell you to stay away from me? My brother is so terrible. You're insane. Stay away from Emily and her family. What in the world did I do? Huh? 3 years have passed. It's been 3 years since then, and you still have no remorse. What do you want me to be sorry for? You wore a fancy dress to my mother's funeral. Oh no, do you still hold that against me? I'll never forget it. But that's not the point. I called you today with an important announcement. What? I'm getting married. Really? And my partner's family is rich, and he works for a big company. It's the man of my dreams. Okay. Hey, what's with that weak reaction? Aren't you going to congratulate me? Yes, congratulations. And that's all you want? Oh God, you're cold. Because it's none of my business. It is your business. We're sisters-in-law. Sisters, huh? We're getting married next month. I'd love for my sister-in-law to attend. Of course you'll come, right? Next month? That's short notice. I've never heard of you getting married or having a wedding. This is the first I've learned of it. Sean, your father, and your mother, none of them said anything about you having a wedding. Did you tell your parents or Sean about your marriage? That's the thing. My brother and my parents are terrible. They weren't happy at all when I told them about my marriage. They even said they weren't going to attend my wedding. Oh, no.
They say they can't forgive me for causing trouble at your mother's funeral. Ever since then, everyone has been so cold to me. They won't even let me into their house. I see. Unlike you, everyone else in your family has sense. Not attending your daughter's wedding would be insane. That's why I want my sister-in-law to attend as a relative at least. Well, I'll send you an invitation. You must come, right? I won't go either. Why not? Because I feel the same way as Sean and your parents. I'm not going to congratulate you. I don't want that. You should attend as a representative of the family. Just for the record, what's the date of the wedding? The last Sunday of next month. Oh, I can't make that day anyway. What? Why? Because I have important things to do. Business? There's nothing more important than your sister-in-law's wedding. You know what? Even if I wasn't busy that day, I wouldn't go to your wedding. Don't say that. I'm busy now. See you later. Wait, sister-in-law. What's the matter? It's a happy wedding, but everyone's so cold. I'll definitely have you come to the ceremony. Sean, is this a good time? Sorry if you're busy at work.
I'm on break right now. It's fine. What's up?
Did you hear that Megan's getting married?
Huh? Oh, well, we talked about that before. Me and my parents cut ties with Megan. I don't care if she's getting married or not.
But then, just now, I got a text from Megan. She asked me to come to her wedding.
Just you?
Yeah. They're getting married on the last Sunday of next month. But I can't attend because I have my mother's memorial service.
Of course. That's the 3rd anniversary of your mother's death.
Megan is insistent that I attend. I don't have to go, right?
Sure, you can ignore her. What the hell is she thinking? Calling you just because she can't talk with me or mom and dad? I can't believe she contacted you. I told her not to bother you.
But you know what, Sean? Maybe this is our chance.
What?
I've been thinking about something. I'm thinking that I can use this opportunity to make Megan shocked.
Emily, are you up to something?
Sort of. I'll tell you in detail when you come home from work today.
Oh, okay.
Good luck with your work then. Hey, sister-in-law. The wedding's about to start. You're not at the venue yet, are you? What on earth are you doing? Oh, right, it's Megan's wedding today. What are you playing at? Hurry up and get here. I told you I'm not going because I have something to do. Even if you have something to do there, you have to put my wedding first. I can't. It's the 3rd anniversary of my mother's death. We're having a family reunion. What are you talking about? Are my brother and parents going there too? Yes, they are. That's terrible. You're not coming to my wedding. I can't go to your wedding anyway. No. You have to go now. None of my relatives are coming. The groom's family will think I'm weird. That can't be helped. You're the one who invited them. That's right. If all your relatives are here, you should bring them all to the wedding now. Huh? How many people are over there? About 15 people. Wow, that's a fair number of people. Well, I'll invite you to my wedding, so come over right now. What? Are you sure you're okay with that many people suddenly showing up? Don't worry, it'll be fine. It's a buffet-style wedding. It's at the restaurant Atticus at the south exit of Station S. Oh, Atticus is close to here. We could go there if we wanted to, but I'd have to change my clothes. What? If you do that, my wedding will be over. I don't care about your clothes. Just come over right away. Are you sure? It's fine. We're going straight from the memorial service, right? Are you sure you don't want me to change? That's why I said come quickly. Okay, the whole family will be there. I don't care if you regret it. Why would I regret it? Of course it's better to have more people there. Don't complain later. Just come. You're terrible. Why did you do that to me? What? What did I do? It's so weird to attend a wedding in mourning clothes. And it wasn't just you. My father, my mother, and even my brother. You told us to come quickly and not change. We just did as you asked. You know what? Don't you have any common sense? That's why I said we had to change. I asked you if we didn't need to change for the wedding straight from the memorial service. Oh. I asked you repeatedly, but you still insisted that I come without changing my clothes. Because it's not a funeral, and I didn't expect everyone to be wearing mourning clothes. I didn't think you would. Did you think that the 3rd anniversary of the death of a loved one was supposed to be celebrated in a glamorous dress like a wedding? Well, it's no wonder you think so. You're the kind of insane person who would show up to my mother's funeral in a pink dress. I mean... Now you understand, don't you? Well... Do you understand how I felt when my mother's funeral was ruined? Are you saying that you... Is this payback for the funeral? Yes, I told you 3 years ago, right? I said I would definitely get revenge. Oh, no. I was lucky that your wedding coincided with the 3rd anniversary of my mother's death. The whole family was able to jump in with their mourning clothes on. The groom's family must have been very surprised. My partner and in-laws were... Sister-in-law? Shortly thereafter, my sister-in-law divorced. It seems that my sister-in-law was evicted from the new house she was living in with her husband and moved into her parents' house. Her parents soon kicked her out. Rumor has it that she is now moving from one internet cafe to another. My sister-in-law quit her job when she got married, so she has been working part-time at a day job to make ends meet. She thought she was on the top of the world, but she has hit rock bottom. In my sister-in-law's case, she got what she deserved. On the other hand, 1 month after my sister-in-law's wedding, I found out that I was pregnant. Now my husband and I are living a peaceful life together, looking forward to the birth of our baby. I'm sorry I couldn't show my mother the face of her grandchild. I'm sure my mother is watching over us from heaven and is happy about the new addition to our family.
Feeling well for the past 6 months. But you said it's just my imagination or it's just a cold. You weren't even the littlest bit interested. I can't help it. I'm busy at work. You can at least go to the doctor by yourself. So on your day off, I asked you to watch Ethan so I could go to the doctor's. But you told me you wanted to take it easy on your day off, so I wasn't able to go. Huh? It's my fault? Why didn't you just take Ethan to the hospital with you? Ethan just turned 2 years old. It's a mother's job to take care of her child. But when I'm sick... Suddenly told you only have 3 months to live? There's no way I can believe you. I was really sick, but I didn't go to the hospital, and this is what happened. The doctors were so upset that I didn't go to them before it got so bad. But I never thought I'd be told I didn't have long to live. I'm going crazy with anxiety. You're already crazy. What? Your husband works overtime every day, and you take advantage of it to cheat on him. That's not true. If that's what you want, there's not much I can do. I'll get someone else too. What? Why are you trying to change my disease into me cheating? I'm divorcing you. Don't come home again. Wait a minute. Keegan. Nadia, I heard Keegan kicked you out of the house. I heard you ran away to folks' house because you had nowhere to go. Poor thing with only 3 months to live. What? Sis? I thought I blocked you a long time ago. I made another account. Why did you bother? I just wanted to find out what your feelings were. Your husband left you with only 3 months to live. You must be in shock. You're as insidious as ever. I mean, how did you know I left? You must hate yourself for being so naive. My medical treatment is going to be expensive, so I didn't want to spend money going through court. I made the mistake of agreeing to the divorce. Treatment? What's the point? You only have 3 months to live. Instead of wasting your money on something pointless, why don't you give it to Keegan and I for our wedding? Huh? I'm getting married to Keegan, and we're having a wedding ceremony next month. It's going to be a lot more luxurious than yours was. I'm so excited. Of course, I'll invite you too. Make sure to get the divorce before the wedding. Are you kidding me? I'm not going to a cheating bastard's wedding. I'm not going to let you miss it. It's your sister's wedding too. What will everyone think if my own sister didn't come to my wedding? You stole your sister's husband, and now you're worried about what everyone will think? Oh, sorry. You don't have to come after all. You will be a sick, skinny wreck in a month's time. I'm sure you would be too embarrassed to come to a wedding. I hope you'll be watching over us from the afterlife. I'm not going to the other side until I get my revenge on you. You'll see. I don't know what a person with 3 months to live is talking about. You really are a sad little girl, aren't you? Your own sister took your husband, and your husband left you, and you have only 3 months to live. I guess you're going to go away all alone. I'd go crazy if I were you. Don't worry, it won't end like that. You're being so stubborn again. In the end, you're no match for me. I'm more beautiful and better than you. It was a mistake that you got married before me. That's how you always try to knock me down. Mom and Dad got sick of it. Then they kicked you out of the house and disowned you. But you came in and took my husband away from me. Don't complain when it comes back to you. Yeah. Howl like a loser. Don't act so tough and live the rest of your life quietly. I'll take your share of the happiness. because I married a woman I didn't know was such a scumbag. That's why I'm filing for compensation. Are you stupid? You heard that story from my sister? She deserved to be kicked out. She's always been an enemy of mine. She was bad-mouthing me and breaking things I cherished. She was harassing me behind my back. Shut up. Amelia is the only one who would never harass anyone. She's a pure and sincere woman. What the hell are you going on about, cheater? You're such a jerk for kicking out your own sister. You're getting sick as divine punishment. Suck on that. Oh yeah, that's enough. Like I said, I'm working on getting compensation. And child support, of course. And if you want to hire a lawyer, you're on your own. I don't know if there's anyone who can represent you. You're just blabbering on. You only have 3 months to live anyway. By the time you get anything from me, you'll be long gone. I'll see you in 3 months. I'm gonna make you regret this, so get ready. Hey, Nadia. Hey, long time no see, Keegan. I can't pay compensation and child support anymore. What are you talking about? Paid on time as promised. Give me a break. I couldn't even have a wedding with Amelia because you asked for compensation. I don't give a damn about that. Are you trying to take away my life too? Your life? What do you mean? They found something at the company physical and I went to the hospital for a full checkup. They found something pretty serious. I have to get treatment now, and it's going to cost a fortune. This is no time to be paying your compensation. Your illness has nothing to do with compensation. In the first place, I really wanted you to pay compensation and child support in one lump sum. But you said you couldn't and got down on your knees. I had no choice but to split it into payments for you. Well, that was then. This is now. Your ex-husband's life is on the line. You're going to the other side soon, so it doesn't matter if you get the money. Didn't I tell you? I'm cured. Huh? That's a lie. I thought you were incurable. Incurable? Where did you get that delusion from? I wrote that in my pre-divorce letter. They found a tumor, but they couldn't operate on it at the local hospital. If I hadn't gone to a big hospital in the city to have it treated, I would have only had 3 months to live. What did you say? I figured you hadn't read the whole letter. After that, I got the referral to a doctor at the big hospital, had the surgery, and made a full recovery. I started working last week. What? So you're really okay now? Too bad I didn't die. I told you I wouldn't die until I got back at you and my sister. Then you don't need any more compensation. Huh? If you're working, you're not hurting for money. Don't you have the heart to exempt your ex-husband from paying compensation? I would think you would want to help him as much as possible. Why should I help you? You have a new wife. The thing is, I can't count on Amelia. What? She's busy with work. She's hardly ever home. I asked her to accompany me to the hospital, but she refused because she had to go on a business trip. I see. She finally showed her true colors. Huh? That's the kind of woman my sister is. What do you mean? She dumped you. She's probably at another guy's house around now. Hey, what are you talking about? Amelia's not that kind of woman. She only loves me, and she said she'd never had a relationship with anyone before she met me. Never had a relationship with anyone? That girl, she mistook anyone with everyone. Huh? The main reason my sister got disowned from my parents' house, she's a slut. What's that? It was common for her to have 3 or more boyfriends. She even stole my boyfriend once. And when my parents scolded her, she just said, "Ugly girls deserve to be dumped." So they decided to disown her. No way, that's not true. You're just jealous of the cute Amelia and just making up stuff, right? If you think so, why don't you ask my sister directly? I don't think she'll be honest, though. I mean, she hasn't been home for a while, right? That says everything. That's not true. You're a liar. If you say you believe her, I won't stop you. Of course, I won't stop from asking for the compensation. But as my sister's 100th man, you can go to hell together. I mean, I think she's cheating on you as we speak. How can that be? Amelia is single-minded about me. There can't be any other guy. Then why don't you just trust her and keep waiting? It's not very manly for a guy who cheated on his wife and dumped her to ask her to reduce the compensation, is it? Nadia, wait a minute. I'll pay the compensation. Just wait a little bit for the payment. I decline. I won't wait a day and I won't reduce it by a penny. Well then, good luck. Oh no, that's impossible. As I predicted, my sister was having an affair. When Keegan's illness was discovered, she ran away from him. When Keegan found out that I was right, he was furious. My sister, on the other hand, was not so sorry, and she confronted him with a divorce. Keegan's medical condition worsened while they were fighting in the mud. He quit his job and without treatment, waited alone for the end. However, hell waited my sister, who seemed to have successfully escaped. The man's wife found out about the affair. She demanded a large amount of compensation. In the end, my sister and the man she was cheating with decided to break up. She is now working at night to pay the compensation. As for me, I am doing my best at work while my parents help me raise my child. My health is good these days, and I would like to continue to put my health first.
Hey, sweetie. It rained there today, didn't it? Don't get cold. Hey, Mom. You don't have to worry this much. I'm not a child anymore, okay? I can't help it. You're my precious daughter. And as a mother, it's normal to worry about you. Since you got married, our home feels empty. We miss you, honey. I miss you too. Actually, I'm planning to visit there next weekend with Simon. So I will see you soon. Oh, is that so? That's wonderful. I can't wait to see you. Dad and I will pick you up at the station. Oh, about that, Simon said he would drive us there. So you don't have to pick us up. I will see you at the house. What? Are you okay with car sickness? I know you get car sick easily, just like me. Yeah, don't worry about it. Simon says I should just take medicine and nap while he's driving. I see. Please be careful, okay? Yeah, we will. So, we are thinking where we could park the car when we arrive. Oh, in that case, I'll call my neighbor and ask him to let us leave it in his vacant lot. Thanks, Mom. I'll let Simon know too. Give my regards to Simon. Sure, Mom. Anyway, I should probably get a driver's license soon, right? I feel a little bad letting him drive all the time. It'll be easier to do the everyday shopping too. Yeah, it'll be more convenient if you get a driver's license. Your father always says that even people prone to motion sickness are okay when they drive themselves. Oh yeah, I remember when I was a kid. He always told me to get a driver's license in the future. But why didn't you get your license too? Oh, I can't drive. I'm too scared to move a big piece of steel like that. A big piece of steel, huh? Yeah, isn't it? I guess you're right. Well, I gotta go now. I can't wait to see you. I'll be waiting for you with your favorite dishes, honey. Hi, sweetie. You were supposed to come here today, right? You told me you would be here by 3 p.m. Are you almost here? Hey, Megan. Are you sleeping in a car by any chance? If you see this, please call me, okay? I'm starting to get worried. I guess I will message Simon too. Hey, Simon. Where are you guys? I know you are driving, but I hope you can give me a reply. Hi, Clara. Thank God you replied. Are you driving now? Nope. What's wrong? I tried contacting Megan, but she's not replying. I was wondering where you guys are now. What? She's not replying? Yeah. Is she okay? I dropped her off at the station today, and we haven't talked after. At the station? You're not with her? Aren't you driving here? She told me she would visit us with you. Yeah, that was the plan, but I've got some urgent business. So I asked her to take the train instead. I thought she already told you about it. I'm sorry I didn't update you. Oh, I see. Don't worry about it. But I'm worried that she hasn't arrived yet. Do you think something happened on the train? I'm really worried too. But I'm sure she's fine. I hope so. Maybe she got confused during the transfer or got lost. Hey, Claire, she's not a child anymore. I'm sure she's fine. I guess so. She said the same thing to me the other day. Oh yeah? I don't think you need to worry too much. You're right. I'll wait a little longer. If Megan contacts you, just give me a heads up. If I hear from her first, I'll do the same for you. Okay? Hey, Simon! We found Megan! She had an accident and was taken to the hospital in Westgate City. We are on our way there right away. But we still don't know why she ended up in Westgate City. It's quite far from her home, right? It's about 100 miles away. Anyway, we're trying our best to get there as soon as possible. Simon, if you see this message, please come as soon as possible too. Mom, I'm fine. Please don't worry about me. Megan? You're heading this way now, right? Yeah, I'm with your father too. Is it true that you were rushed to the hospital? Are you okay? Mom, calm down. I'm fine. I'm conscious, and although I'm injured, I'm okay. My poor baby! But I'm still worried about you. How bad are your injuries? I was hit by a car and ended up with a broken leg. I'll need to stay in the hospital for a while. But the driver who caused the accident remained calm and took responsibility. He apologized to me many times, so please don't raise your voice when you talk to them. I know you're worried, but try to stay calm. Don't get angry in the hospital room, okay? Okay. Anyway, I'm just glad you're safe. But what on earth happened? You were supposed to visit us today, but you had an accident in Everwood Town in Westgate City. About that, I was pushed by Simon and left on the roadside. What? Simon left you on the roadside? What the heck happened? Is that really true? I'll tell you the details when you get here. I'm starting to feel the pain again. Can I rest for now? Oh, sweetie, you should take it easy. We'll be there soon, okay? Okay, Mom. Take care on your way here. Hey, Anne. I'm heading over there now. I'll probably arrive in about 30 minutes. I've also booked a luxury suite for us. I'm sure you'll love it. I can't wait to spend a romantic night with you. We don't have to worry about my wife anymore, baby. I dropped off Megan on the roadside because I don't need her anymore. It seems like she had an accident, but I don't care. She deserves it. I took away her money, so I think she won't make it home. Tonight, we are gonna spend some time alone, just the two of us, without anyone bothering us. I will never forgive you. What? Megan? Oh no, did I send it to Megan by mistake? No, wait a minute. How can you reply to me? There's no way you could reply. Megan? Say something. Wait, is this some kind of paranormal activity? Are you dead or something? But Claire only said you had an accident. Wait, you didn't survive and you're texting me as a ghost? No, that can't be it. Simon? Hey, Claire. Megan passed away, didn't she? What? Hold on, don't say stuff like that. We called you so many times, but we haven't heard from you. What happened? What? Oh, I'm sorry. My phone got soaked in water, so I had to turn it off to dry it out. So, did you hear from Megan? How dare you? What? You're with your side chick right now, right? You just lied and canceled that plan just to see that woman, right? What? Megan easily gets motion sickness, so she takes pills and sleeps as soon as she gets in the car. You took advantage of it. While heading to Westgate City, you woke her up and left her in the middle of nowhere. And then you picked up your side chick. Damn it, I don't know how you found out, but I guess I can't lie anymore. I messed up. So, you admit what you did. Well, yeah. She was making my life miserable, so I dumped her 100 miles down the road. It seems like you found out sooner than I thought. But I took all her money, so she has to walk all the way back home. Good luck to her. I won't forgive you. Oh, shut up, old lady. Excuse me? Based on your reaction, you haven't seen the messages yesterday. Yesterday? We are with Megan already. What? How? I made sure that she couldn't communicate with anyone. What you broke was her old phone. It was fortunate that you didn't notice. What? She told me that she upgraded to a new model just the other day, and she currently has 2 phones. Did I break that old one? Yes. Anyway, when you received the message from Megan last night, didn't you find it strange? Well, when we heard from Megan, we rushed over. She also showed us that message that you mistakenly sent to Megan intended for your side chick. Now we all know that your side chick's name is Anne. I'm not gonna lie, you're really dumb to think that a ghost could send a message. It made me laugh. Dan, you've got to be kidding me. But how did you find out so fast? Seems like you still don't get it. Just go check out the messages I sent you yesterday. We'll talk after that. Everwood Town in Westgate City. I can't believe she got into an accident there. I thought it was too soon to find out, but that's how it is. It's your hometown, right? Anne was your high school classmate, correct? Now that I think about it, you brought up a reunion a few months back. Did you begin seeing her around that period? Yeah, that's right. I just wanted to be with her. So, you only care about her instead of your wife. I can't believe you. To be honest, I don't love your daughter anymore, so it can't be helped. Even so, dumping someone on a road? That's not something a decent person would do. Okay, whatever. Sorry. Do you genuinely feel sorry about what you did? Yeah, I already apologized. So now, I'm ready to move on from all this. Anne and I love each other, so I'll just start a new life with her. Do you really think you can do that? Why not? You only know her name. You don't even know where I am right now. No one can stop us. What if I told you I know where you are? What? You are at Velvet Orchard Inn near Central Town. What? How? Apparently, you didn't notice the item tracker in the bag you took from Megan. Item tracker? In my family, we have a habit of bringing an item tracker when we go away from home to prevent it from being misplaced or stolen. Originally, it started because Megan used to get lost or lose her things. I guess she continued this habit even as an adult. I've been told we are overly protective, but this time I'm glad Megan maintained that habit. Damn it! Oh, also, that hotel is managed by my relatives. What? So, I'm heading to your room now. No way! No! Your parents are with me too. Both my parents? You don't have to go that far. Well, I had to call them. I was very, very worried when I sent Megan off to be married. She used to laugh at me for being too overprotective. But your parents were very understanding of my feelings. They told me to feel free to call them if I had any problems with you. I never thought it would come to this, but here we are. I told them what had happened, and they said they would be right there. What? You're kidding! By the way, the messages that you mistakenly sent to Megan, I took screenshots and sent them to your parents. So there's no point in lying. Hey, Clara! Thanks to you, I'm now constantly under my dad's watchful eye. I was planning to run away together with Anne. But my parents told me not to contact her, and I can't even meet her anymore. It's really the worst. Don't you realize what you've done? Shut up! All you want is alimony, right? Sure, I'll pay up. After all, Anne's father is the president of a well-known company. A few $1,000s is nothing for him. He'll easily cover my part. Then, once that's settled, the two of us free from any worries. We will get married and start a new life together in love. Good for you. I heard she was your classmate from her lower batch. Yeah, you know what? She comes from a prestigious family. She has a certain class, unlike your daughter. I heard that's a lie. What? A lie? After we found out about your affair, we looked into Anne's background. Her father is a factory worker, and her mother is a part-timer. It seems like they've had financial struggles. What? No way! But she always had a lot of money. If you knew what she's doing now, you'd understand. What do you mean? Well, it's a bit awkward to put into words. What I'm trying to say is that she's in a situation where she has to take on that kind of work due to debt. Debt? So, I guess you'll have to figure out the alimony on your own. Wait a minute. I don't have that much money. You mean you used up all your money after spoiling your side chick? Claire, please forgive me. I'm not the one you should be apologizing. Either way, Megan doesn't seem to have any intention of forgiving you. And neither do I or her father. I know it's not good to be too overprotective of my daughter, but if she faces injustice, a mother has to stand up for her until the end. Hey, Claire! From now on, wait for a lawyer to contact you. Claire, wait! Well then, goodbye, scumbag. His wrongs and texts became the decisive factor. We were able to demand alimony total of $50,000 from Simon and Anne, and paid the entire alimony in one go. Perhaps she took on extra work or borrowed money. After the payment, she vanished without a trace. I guess she had no intention of marrying Simon in the end. Abandoned by Anne, Simon had no choice but to work hard and decided to repay the debt. With low pay and no savings, he has been living in extreme poverty. Additionally, without his knowledge, he became the guarantor for her debt, and debt collectors suddenly swarmed in. He attempted to plan an escape, but his parents found him and brought him back. Currently, he's working day and night, living in a dorm, dealing with a toxic boss, and regretting all his actions every day.
Hey, Susan. How many days has it been since you started ignoring me? Come to think of it, you've been ignoring me since after Mom's funeral. How long are you going to keep that attitude up? Anyway, the bereavement leave I applied for with the company is over today. I'll be back to work as usual tomorrow. Good night. Hey, bro. It's been a week. Good morning, Tyler. Why did you call me bro? I don't like that. Just call me by my name. Okay. What a pain in the ass. Hey, Kevin, you didn't get fired? Huh? What are you talking about? I was on bereavement leave for the past week, so there's nothing wrong with that. Oh, really? Come to think of it, you don't have a father and you're the only child, right? So? I don't mean to be indelicate, but I heard your mom made a lot of money, so I thought you might have inherited a lot. That's not for you to ask, and I'm not going to tell you. What? Don't be petty. Hey, if you say another word, I'll kick your ass. Oh, scary. Let's get to work. See you later. Susan, I'm texting from work.
Hi, my darling Tyler.
I just talked to your husband. He's in a really bad mood.
Well, that can't be helped, can it? His mother, who was his only living relative, passed away. And after her funeral, his wife is suddenly ignoring him, and I'm sure he has no idea why.
Oh, that's harsh.
What? You told me to do it, didn't you? You said while Kevin is mentally weak, we should slowly push him into a corner and make him lose his ability to make normal decisions.
And by the time the mourning period is over in a year, Kevin will say he wants a divorce.
Haha, that's right.
By the way, what are you doing today?
I've got some urgent documents to prepare, so I'll finish them in the morning. And then I'll be out and about first thing in the afternoon. So how about around 2 to 3:30 p.m.?
Okay, handsome. Well, good luck with your work, honey.
Thanks. I'll see you later, babe. At the memorial service, I thought we could talk for the first time in a while, even just a little. But you're wearing a face mask and pretending that you have a cold that's making you lose your voice. I'm sure there's a reason you don't want to talk to me that badly. But if you don't talk to me, I won't know what's going on. Nothing gets resolved. If you think that I should realize what's going on without you telling me, I'm really not good at guessing that kind of thing. If you still want to continue ignoring me, go ahead. I'll just move on my own. Hey Kevin, you've been... No, that shouldn't be happening. What? You've been bringing your own lunch for the past month or so, haven't you? Until now, you always ate at the company cafeteria, ate out, or bought food at convenience stores. Oh, yeah. Since my mother passed away, I realized I was starving for homemade taste. Homemade taste? After much thought, I decided to bring my own lunch. It's also a way to save money on food. Well, you're pretty good at making your lunch. Yeah? If someone who cooks regularly makes lunch, this is as good as it can be. Oh, someone who cooks regularly. Hey Susan.
What is it, darling?
How are things with Kevin? How is he at home?
Huh? How is Kevin? I wonder. I told you this before, but after the memorial service, he seems to have become defiant. He sends me texts once in a while, but he just talks about some errands and that's it. I'm still ignoring him completely. In short, it's like in-house separation, so we don't know how each other's lives are going on.
He's been bringing his own lunchbox to work for the past month or so.
Oh, really?
He used to eat at the company cafeteria, eat out, or buy food at convenience stores.
Oh, really?
You don't know anything about that?
No, I don't know.
I see.
What's wrong?
No, it's nothing.
Anyway, Tyler, do you have a chance to come out of your office today?
Yeah, I do. But I'll be with my coworker.
Oh, really?
I've been notified that due to a major personnel change coming up in a little while, I'll be reassigned to a different area for sales.
Personnel change?
I don't know who it is yet, but there's a guy who's going to be transferred overseas. Because of that, the whole sales department has been restless for the last week or so. I have to be back at the office in about 2 hours today, and my schedule is pretty full.
I see. Well then, it can't be helped, huh?
I'll text you when I'm free. Sorry about that.
Okay. See you later, handsome. Hey, Tyler. I haven't seen you at all recently. What's going on?
Hi, Susan.
Since you were talking about the reassignment of your area, we've been seeing each other less and less. I haven't seen you this month. Tyler?
Because of the reassignment, I have very few clients.
Huh?
Now, I'm mostly working in-house 4 days a week, doing mainly clerical work. Even if I can go out, someone is accompanying me or I have to come back in a short time. What's more, Our new company policy requires me to carry a mobile device with GPS app installed whenever I go out of the office. So now it's impossible to make time-consuming detours.
Oh no!
How about we meet on my days off?
Kevin will be at home. Even though I'm ignoring him all the time, he's still at home. So if he were to follow me, we can't do anything that would reveal our relationship.
That's true. Even if we get a big sum of money as a divorce settlement, we don't want it to be taken away by compensation.
I know. Oh, I miss you.
Me too. Susan, good news.
Tyler, what is it?
I'm going on a business trip to New York by myself from Wednesday to Friday of the week after next.
What? That means...
Let's go together, babe. I'll miss you while I'm working over there, but I'm free to do whatever I want at night. Let's make love till morning after a long time in New York.
Yay!
Oh, that's right. During this business trip, my favorite detective drama will be aired. I'd be happy if you could give me TV priority for the time this drama is on.
Oh, that's such a trivial thing. Sure, let's watch it together.
Thanks.
Oh, I was cheated. Seriously? What are you going to do? All the ignoring I've done up to now is in vain.
That's my line, you know. I'm surprised too. How could I know? How could I know that the money a spouse gets from an inheritance is not subject to property division in a divorce? And the person who leaves gets not a penny. I never thought I would find out about this in a detective drama I was looking forward to watching.
Then, I'm better off not getting divorced. If this is the case, I shouldn't have ignored Kevin so much. I shouldn't have done something to make him distrust me. It's your fault, you know.
What the hell? You say you were ignoring Kevin all the time, but weren't you making lunch for him so that he won't hate you?
What? What are you talking about? Are you talking about what you said before about Kevin bringing his lunchbox to the office?
Actually, I've had my suspicions ever since then. You're not seriously planning on getting a divorce, are you?
Huh? If I didn't want to get a divorce, I wouldn't have ignored him all the time.
Then what's with that lunchbox?
Kevin just made it himself.
Huh? He's a man and he cooks?
Huh? Don't tell me, Tyler. Are you the type to say that housework is for women?
Huh? That's the common sense of the world.
What? You seriously have such an outdated way of thinking.
Huh?
Enough already. Let's break up.
What?
Because we found out that divorce won't bring in a lot of money. If that's the case, I'm a full-time housewife, so I don't want to get divorced. I should break up with you before Kevin finds out about our relationship, so I don't have to pay compensation, right?
Well, that's true. I'm feeling super down. I think we're done.
Well then, don't forget to delete my contact information and text messages.
I know.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Hey, bro.
What's with that again?
What do you think you're doing, demanding compensation from me?
There's only one reason.
What?
Don't tell me you don't have any idea or that you have amnesia or something like that. I've spent about 6 months gathering evidence.
What?
Tyler, you were having an affair with my wife, Susan. By the time I started my investigation, you'd been seeing each other less and less. And apparently,
you guys had a fight and broke up recently. The relationship itself has been going on ever since you met Susan at our company-sponsored barbecue 2 years ago. I've found out that you've been seeing each other quite frequently. I can't believe you found out that much. Now, I think you know why I'm charging you compensation. I'd like you to communicate with my lawyer regarding compensation and other matters related to your infidelity. Damn, I broke up with her before you found out, but you had already found out. On that note, I also found out that you and Susan had been going to a hotel many times while you pretended to be on sales on-site visits, and that you took Susan on a business trip to New York last month. I reported it to your company. What? I'm sure you'll get a call from upper management sooner or later. I recommend that you just go along with the punishment they decide. No way.
Hey, Kevin. Can't we make up soon? We haven't talked in about a year. You know, I had a good reason for ignoring you. You lost your mother, and I wasn't sure how to deal with you. I didn't know what to do. I lost the timing, and time flew.
Oh, I got a text from someone unusual.
Oh, Kevin.
It's been a year since you started ignoring me. I thought you might have noticed the divorce papers on the living room table and contacted me.
What? Why divorce papers?
You don't get it?
What do you mean?
By the looks of it, you're not in touch with Tyler anymore.
What?
Well, I did confirm that you broke up after you returned from New York.
You found out?
Yeah, long time ago.
How did you?
I was very careful not to get caught. It was about 6 months ago. I got sick and had to leave work early, and I saw you guys walking arm in arm.
What?
From there, I hired a detective and did some research on my own, and here we are.
That's...
So, I'll talk to you about divorce and compensation through my lawyer. My lawyer's business card is there with the divorce papers.
Wait! Let's talk face to face. We've only seen each other a few times in a year, and we haven't talked once.
Actually, I'm in Australia right now.
Australia?
I just arrived yesterday.
Why Australia?
I got an overseas assignment, and I'll probably be living here for the next 20 years.
What? Could it be the big personnel change that Tyler was talking about?
Oh, if you're referring to the hecticness in sales department with all the reassignments and such, you're talking about me. I really wanted to work it out to the point where I could file for divorce before coming to Australia. But I was able to convince the company to wait until after the first anniversary of my mother's passing before I arrived in Australia.
Oh, by the way, the first anniversary of your mother's death?
We had a memorial service about 10 days ago.
I didn't hear anything about that.
Oh, I purposely didn't tell you.
Why?
Because I knew you were after the inheritance I inherited from Mom. So I didn't want you to be at the memorial service on her first anniversary.
You knew that too?
That's all I have to tell you. You'll have to go through my lawyer from now on.
Oh, wait.
Goodbye forever.
What? Oh, no. Oh, no, come back. I've been a full-time housewife all my life, and you're demanding compensation from me and a divorce? I don't want that. Kevin!
I left the rest to my lawyer and managed to get a divorce. As for the compensation, Susan and Tyler asked to pay in installments. But I could see that they would evade payment sooner or later, so I requested a lump sum payment. I don't know how they managed to come up with the money, but the compensation was transferred to me shortly after. Also, as for the present situation of each of these two, Tyler has been laid off from his company, and his parents have cut ties with him as well. He is now living off his part-time job while paying back his debts. Susan, on the other hand, she has been seen walking around downtown at night, dressed in flashy clothes, with a different man every night. Rumors persist that she is in some kind of a shady business, so nobody is in contact with her, not even her own family members.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.
Make dinner tonight for me. I'm busy.
Me? Really? But I haven't finished my homework yet.
That can't wait. It doesn't even take 30 minutes to cook, so just do it.
Can't you do it before you go out? Why do I have to do it?
What? Are you talking back to me? Unlike you who just go to school, I handle everything in this house. You should have some consideration to help your mother.
But that's not my responsibility, is it? Isn't that something you should do as a mom?
Oh, what's with you? I certainly didn't raise you to talk like this.
I'm just saying I have my own stuff too.
Stuff? You mean homework? You need to prioritize making dinner because I'll be in trouble if you don't.
Where are you going? Is it that important?
Yes, it's important. It's somewhere I need to go, so stop prying, will you?
But lately you've been going out every night. I'm suspicious about what you're doing.
Excuse me? It's none of your business. It's my privacy. Just do what you're told without questioning.
But I'm tired from tennis practice and homework too. Making dinner should be done by you.
Stop making excuses about being tired. Kids should naturally help their parents. That's normal.
I've never heard that's normal. I don't think blindly obeying parents is right.
Are you trying to defy me? I don't complain when you don't understand my struggles at all.
I'm not complaining. I just think it's strange that you hardly do any housework anymore.
Strange? Your attitude is what's strange here. Maybe it's teenage rebellion, but talking back to me is out of line.
This isn't about rebellion. I just want you to listen to me.
I don't need to listen. You just need to do what I tell you.
Listen, Monica.
What is it?
I found something disturbing. The dinner's in the trash, container and all. Know anything about that? This is too disrespectful to Mom.
Oh, that? I threw it away.
What?
There's no way anyone could eat that stuff.
How dare you throw away the food? She made that specially because she's going out tonight. Have you ever thought about how much effort she puts in despite her busy life?
You mean her work social gathering? I wonder if it's really a social gathering, though. She's been going out at night a lot lately.
Don't change the subject. Whether it's a gathering or not doesn't matter. The problem is you threw the food away. And what are you doing out at this hour? Where are you?
At McDonald's near the gas station. I had to eat something, right? Can't live without food.
McDonald's? What are you thinking? Mom prepared food for you, and you threw it out to eat fast food instead? You think you can get away with such selfish behavior?
Oh, come on, don't be so angry. I'm here alone. Come join me, Dad. It'll be better if you're here.
Don't be ridiculous. I won't tolerate this rebellion. Come home right now.
No.
Listen here. What's your problem with Mom anyway? She works hard for you.
Does she really?
You've been ignoring her lately. If something's wrong, you could just talk to us. But you won't even do that.
Oh, so you noticed that. If you did, why didn't you try to talk to me sooner?
Of course I noticed. Mom's worried about you. You've been so cold lately. She thinks it's just teenage rebellion, and you guys will understand each other eventually. She keeps enduring it.
I don't understand her and I don't want to.
Are you still going to talk like that? Even teenage rebellion has its limits.
Hey, Dad, did you actually look at what was in the container?
Ugh, changing the subject again. Wasn't it stir-fried meat and vegetables?
Yeah, that's what it looked like. But it was made with lily of the valley and daffodil leaves.
Lily of the valley and daffodils? Wait, you mean those flowers from the yard?
Yes. When I got home from school, I noticed a lot of leaves were missing from the plants on the flower bed.
Couldn't it just be that they died or were pruned because they grew too much?
That's what most people would think. But you're not supposed to cut the leaves of either plant. It stops nutrients from reaching the roots.
Uh-huh, I didn't know that. But that doesn't prove they were used in cooking, does it? Did you taste it?
Of course not. Both plants are poisonous. They could be lethal.
Poisonous? No way.
Did you even know even a small amount can cause nausea, headaches, and in worst cases, fatality?
What? Why would she do this?
I have an idea why, but it's too complicated to explain over chat.
What do you mean? Tell me.
I'll tell you in person later, but for now, just tell me you haven't touched what's in the container.
It's okay. I haven't touched it yet.
Thank goodness. I couldn't bear it if something happened to you, Dad. Please, leave the house and divorce Mom. I really can't take it anymore. Dad, you need to escape too.
Calm down. You're at the McDonald's near the gas station, right? I'll be there soon. Wait for me.
Please believe what I'm saying. Don't believe anything Mom says, please.
Okay, I understand.
Promise?
I was speechless when my daughter, who I thought was just going through a difficult rebellious phase, suddenly asked me to leave home. I couldn't comprehend what was happening. For now, since it was late, I prioritized picking her up. The destination was McDonald's near the gas station. I was unsettled knowing she was alone. I'm Walt, a 45-year-old marketing executive. Though busy with work on weekdays, I enjoy gardening and cooking on my days off. I live with my wife, who's the same age as me, and our 14-year-old daughter. When I arrived at McDonald's, I made eye contact with my daughter sitting alone at a table. At that moment, she burst into tears. It was so sudden that I froze in my tracks. I hadn't seen her cry like this in a long time. Back then, it was over a minor quarrel, but this seemed far more serious. I rushed to hold her in my arms. She kept trying to speak through her tears, but couldn't form words. As we ate, she finally began to tell her story, and it was more shocking than I could have imagined. The more I listened, the heavier my heart became. I deeply regretted ordering the large portion. But that wasn't the end. Even more unbelievable facts were waiting for me. Nadia, I need to ask you something. I just can't believe it. So you need to tell me. What the heck is going on?
What's with the sudden outburst? Oh, don't tell me Monica has been feeding you stories again.
She told me everything. You're having an affair with someone at work, and to involve her like this. What kind of mother are you?
Huh? An affair? What are you talking about? That's ridiculous.
That's not all. You tried to poison us with your cooking.
Poison you? What are you talking about? Did Monica say that?
Yes. She told me everything while crying, saying she couldn't take it anymore. Everything you've been doing, all the terrible things.
I would never have an affair, and poisoned food is even more ridiculous. You're crazy to believe I was trying to get rid of you guys.
I never said it was a lethal poison, so why did you say that? That's extremely suspicious. You're hiding something, aren't you?
Oh, stop making these accusations. How dare you believe our rebellious daughter and doubt me?
Are you saying she's lying?
So you're saying I'm the liar? You think I'm that terrible of a person?
Well, but she was crying uncontrollably. It didn't look like she was lying.
Oh, don't be fooled. You were an only child who went to all boys schools, so you don't understand. But girls that age can easily cry to make people believe them.
She isn't like that. You know that too, don't you? She's always been honest and straightforward.
And I'm not the type of woman who would betray her family. Why are you making me out to be the witch?
But still...
Do you even have any evidence of the affair or poisoned food? You're not just accusing me based on imagination, are you?
Well, that's...
Well, show me the evidence.
I don't have any.
How dare you make such accusations without evidence? I've worked hard for this family for over 16 years. I can't believe you deny all that in an instant.
I'm sorry, but I can't believe she would lie.
I can't believe you're still saying that. You really don't hesitate at all to doubt your family.
Who's really lying here?
It's obviously her. As punishment for doubting me, I'm going to sell your Tom Brady's rookie card.
Wait, how did it come to this?
It's compensation for emotional distress.
How did you jump to selling that?
I saw online the value has increased more than 500% ever since his retirement announcement. It's in good condition, so it's worth a lot.
You need to calm down.
This is your fault for trying to trap me along with Monica.
I just wanted to help because she was troubled.
Speaking of which, where is she? I just got home and no one's here.
At my parents' house.
What?
She says she didn't want to be with you. Do you understand how strong that feeling must be? So I called my mom and we decided she'd stay there for a while.
What the heck? Don't make decisions on your own. I'll go get her now. I need to talk things through and fix this.
At the moment, you going to get her will only make things worse. You need some time and distance to calm down.
I won't accept that. I'm going to get her now.
Don't. My mom will just turn you away. And if you try to force your way in, the police will be called.
The police? Why are you being so dramatic? We're a family.
Exactly. Because we're family, we need some distance right now. If we can't handle Monica's current state, forcing her to come home will backfire.
You can't decide these things on your own. As her mom, I have my own thoughts too.
If you have thoughts, you should respect our feelings too. She wants to stay at Grandma's, and my mom is glad to have her.
What about school? She can't possibly commute from that far away.
It's far, but not impossible. It'll be fine if we adjust the morning schedule. I'm going to bring her uniform and textbooks later. Everything's been prepared, so don't worry. I'm almost home, so let's end this discussion for now.
What is this? Making decisions without me? I can't believe this. Fine, I get it. But as additional compensation, I'm selling your Donald Trump autographed picture. You okay with that?
Do whatever you want. If that makes you feel better, go ahead. I think it's better for me to keep some distance from you for Monica's sake too. This is the best solution right now, so we can all calm down.
Don't blame me for what happens. You'll regret making an enemy of me.
Hey, you think I wouldn't notice?
What?
How could I not be suspicious after just a few days?
What are you talking about?
You did it again. That lily of the valley dish.
What?
The Tupperware you prepared because you were going out? It was beef stewed with lily of the valley, wasn't it? Did you really think I would eat that?
What are you talking about? It wasn't lily of the valley, it was wild garlic. The leaves look similar, but I wouldn't make that mistake.
For wild garlic, it didn't smell like garlic at all. Normally, it should have some aroma even after cooking, right?
Maybe it was just mild this time? I can't believe you're doubting me over something like this.
Come on, are you that eager to send me to the afterlife? Lucky I noticed before eating it, but I can't help thinking you're plotting something. Planning to remarry your boyfriend, or are you trying to get rid of me to start a new life?
There you go again. Stop treating me like a villain based on mere assumptions without evidence.
I have evidence. Everything you've done, all of it.
What? How can you say that?
First, about the affair. I hired a private investigator to watch your movements. All your lies have been exposed.
Oh my god, a private investigator? I can't believe you did that.
Yeah, I saw the photos. That guy's quite young. Where did you pick him up? And having him over to our house every day or staying at his place? You've been quite busy, huh?
You think that's proof of an affair? Photos could just be coincidental moments. Stop making baseless accusations.
Wait, there's more. I have voice recorder data too. I heard all your conversations.
How do you have that?
The investigator suggested it, so I secretly planted it in your bag.
Oh, that's terrible! That's an invasion of privacy. I can't believe this.
Look who's talking. You're doing far worse by betraying our family with your affair.
I couldn't help it. It's your fault for being an unattractive middle-aged man.
Jeez, that's ridiculous. We're the same age, you know. We're both middle-aged, yet you're saying that?
Oh, shut up. Nothing you say matters to me anymore. A middle-aged man who only thinks about making money has no charm or excitement. Being with someone like you is painful.
Wow, that's harsh. I've been working hard for you guys, but I never expected to be evaluated like this.
Because he's young and hot, and he loves me so much. When I'm with him, I feel like I'm being treated like a real woman.
Mm-hmm. I'm so glad you sound happy. Yet why are you still so full of complaints?
But I don't want to give up this lifestyle. I want to keep living the luxury on your income, just maintaining a facade of family. But it's all ruined now. Everything's gone wrong because of Monica. I never even considered divorce, but now I have nowhere to run.
This is bad. Your brain is completely short-circuited. Shouldn't you be reflecting on your own actions?
It's all because she came home at an odd time when tennis practice was cancelled. If that hadn't happened, my plan would have been perfect. And now she's living carefree without taking any responsibility. I can't believe she put our family in this state and not even care.
That's enough. Why are you pushing the responsibility onto our teenage daughter? Have you ever considered her feelings at all?
Oh, who cares? When nobody understands my feelings, why should I have to think about hers?
What are you saying?
She keeps saying terrible things to me like, reconsider, don't betray Dad, break up with that person. She's cornering me.
Those are completely reasonable things to say. Besides, you're the one being terrible.
Oh, there you go again. You guys are exactly alike, not understanding my feelings at all. It's so irritating.
I'm glad she doesn't take after you. She's quite remarkable for understanding what a terrible mother you are. By the way, why do you think she kept quiet about the affair all this time? It must have been painful for her.
Obviously, because I asked her to. She stayed quiet to protect me.
No, she couldn't bring herself to hate you because you're her mom. You're important to her.
Of course. That's what mom and child relationships are. It's not acceptable for children to hate their parents.
She told me. She said mom's just not herself right now, but the real mom is sweet and fun. So if she breaks up with that guy, she'll return to normal. She believed if you returned to your old self, we could go back to being a happy family of 3.
What an annoying girl. Why does she want to interfere with my happiness so much? Who I date has nothing to do with her.
She also said if I found out about the affair, we would never be able to go back. That's why she kept everything to herself, trying to protect us all.
But she ended up talking anyway. After everything I told her, what an idiot.
You mean those messages you sent her?
That's right. I sent her, if you say a word about the affair, maybe I'll do something terrible to your boyfriend. I thought that would shut her up, at least.
Jeez, you threatened your own daughter.
She should learn not to interfere with other people's relationships. She can't complain if the same thing happens to her.
She was trying her best alone. While hiding your affair, she was trying to protect our family. But last week, with your daffodil meal, she was completely broken.
So what? I don't see why you're making such a big deal out of this.
It's not just about that. Because of everything you've done to threaten her, she doesn't feel anything for you anymore. And honestly, neither do I. No love, no sympathy, nothing. That's why I'm not holding back anymore.
And? What do you mean not holding back?
I mean, I have everything recorded. Every word you said about wanting to get rid of both of us. All of it, on tape.
Hold on. You're just bluffing, right?
Nope. Remember when you planned to poison us and Monica threw the food away? You called her a stupid brat for ruining your plan and said, next time, I'll do it right.
Oh, that's not true. It was just a figure of speech. You can't honestly think I meant it.
What kind of figure of speech involves hurting your own family? You expect anyone to believe that?
Oh, shut up. Stop nitpicking every little thing I say. I was just thinking about how I could maintain my lifestyle with your life insurance and his salary.
Jesus, you're disgusting. It's not the level of love is blind anymore. It's like your brain's rotted all the way through.
Whatever. I'll divorce you. Isn't that what you want?
Yeah, it is. I agree. It's what's best for Monica and me.
She can stay with you. I don't want anything to do with her, but don't expect me to pay child support. And since it was she who exposed my affair, you as her dad with custody should pay me compensation.
Are you out of your mind? You're the one who cheated, so you're the one who has to pay.
Why should I pay you anything? Good luck making me pay.
Just so you know, I'm recording this conversation too. I'm taking everything you've said straight to the police.
Oh wait, the police?
Oh, didn't I mention? I brought the poisoned food container and the recording to the police. I've explained everything to them. You can imagine how this is going to play out.
No, wait. This isn't something you need to involve the police in.
Whether it is or not isn't up to you, and actually they are already handling it. The paperwork is done and they're treating this as a criminal case. They'll probably be at the house any minute.
You're kidding, right?
I even made sure not to leave my fingerprints on the container. Only yours are on it. The police said the evidence was airtight. You're not getting out of this one.
Why are you doing this to me? Are you insane? How could you do this to your wife?
You're the last person who gets to call someone insane. Look in the mirror first.
Fine, I'll just tell them it was all a misunderstanding. Please help me out here.
No, I'm not lying for you. If I did, I'd never be able to look Monica in the eye again.
Wait! The doorbell is ringing. No, wait, are they really here already?
Of course. They don't waste time on things like this. Good for them. Now you can face the consequences of everything you've done.
Don't do this! Help me, we're family, I'm begging you.
You're the one who betrayed this family. Don't think for a second that line will work on me.
I can't go to jail. Please, I'm begging you.
It's useless. After everything you put us through, this is exactly what you deserve. I did what I had to do to protect Monica and myself.
If the police get involved, my life is over.
That's probably true, but think of all the pain you've caused us. Maybe now we can finally start to heal.
Monica, please do something. The police are here.
Do what exactly?
Talk to them. Tell them it's all a misunderstanding. If you step in, they'll believe you and let me go.
A misunderstanding? Where? Everything you've done, hurting us, cheating, it's all true.
That was in the past. The cheating was just a moment of weakness.
A moment of weakness? And that's your excuse for everything you did? You almost seriously harmed us. How do you expect me to call that a misunderstanding?
But I was under so much pressure. You understand, don't you? I was carrying everything. Home, work, all of it.
We're the ones who were carrying everything. You shoved all your responsibilities onto me and Dad.
I didn't mean that at all. Please, Monica, you're not going to push me away, are you?
No, I never planned to, but you did to us first. I'm just doing what's necessary to protect myself and Dad now.
That's not true. You weren't always like this, sweetie. How did you turn into this cold person?
I didn't turn into anything. You made me this way.
No. Please just tell the police it's all a misunderstanding. If you do, they'll let me go. I'm sure of it.
It's pointless. They have evidence. And even if I lie to save you, you just do the same thing again.
I wouldn't. I swear I wouldn't. Please, believe me this time.
I can't believe you anymore. I wanted to once, but you threw all those chances away.
Sweetie, I'm begging you, just this one last time. Save me.
Last time? How many last chances have there been? You've wasted every single one. There's nothing more I can do.
You're unbelievable. You've become so heartless.
It's not heartless. This is just normal. You're the one who's been abnormal all along.
Nadia was taken into custody by the police, and surprisingly, she confessed to her crimes almost immediately. I thought she'd resist more, but with the overwhelming evidence against her, there wasn't much room to argue. However, her life after being released from prison has reportedly been nothing short of a living hell. Her parents outright cut her off, declaring they never wanted to see her face again. As a result, she was sent to a remote rural area by relatives. Apparently, she now lives alone in an abandoned house that's barely standing and makes a living by maintaining forested land. Considering how accustomed she was to the luxury and convenience of city life, it's hard to imagine her enduring such a lifestyle. From what I've heard, she has tried to escape before, but her relatives keep a tight leash on her, leaving no room for her to run. As for her affair partner, things didn't go well for him either. His inappropriate relationship with Nadia involving her teenage daughter came to light at his workplace, and he was looked down upon. Ultimately, he was forced to resign. Apparently, he had plans to be with Nadia, but once he learned of her current situation, he quickly left her. In the end, she's been left utterly alone. As for us, we've moved in with my mom and are enjoying a peaceful life. Monica has calmed down a lot and is now able to focus on her studies. She's even doing well with her boyfriend and seems to be enjoying her youth to the fullest. From here on, I plan to live honestly and do everything I can for her happiness.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.
Hey, hand over $10,000 to me right now. Got it? This is what family does. I'm your husband's mom, so it's only natural for you to support me. What? What are you even talking about? I can't just pull that kind of money out of nowhere. Excuse me? Do you even understand how much I've done for Gabriel? Someone like you can't support him properly, so the least you can do is give me the money. That's just common sense. Supporting you isn't common sense. It's completely unreasonable. And what exactly are you planning to use it for? What for? Isn't it obvious? First, a designer bag. Since Gabriel is a big deal at his company, he totally deserves a car that reflects that. I need to get the down payment for a luxury ride. A luxury car? Hold on. Are you seriously expecting me to pay for all of that? Who else is going to pay? You're his wife, so it's only natural. Besides, what I'm thinking about is for your benefit too. If you don't put in a show, people will laugh at you. Laugh at me? As long as we can live a normal life, there's more than enough for us. There's no need to show off. You really don't get it, do you? A wife is supposed to dedicate herself to her husband's family. To make sure Gabriel doesn't lose face, you should work with me on this. I have a job and I have my own life too. I don't have extra money to be sending your way. Excuse me? It's only natural for you to work for the sake of the family. Working just for yourself is selfish, and if you keep making excuses like that, you'll ruin my son's future. Don't you think you're expecting me to take on everything? If you care about your son's future, shouldn't you focus on helping him become independent first? Someone like you, such a cold wife, has no right to talk about independence. Just do what I say. Or what? Are you planning to betray Gabriel? Betray? I'm just being realistic. I can't meet unreasonable demands like this. It'll only destroy our family. Are you serious? The one destroying the family is you for not cooperating. If you don't change your attitude immediately, I won't stay quiet about this. You know, I think it's unfair that you just give orders without considering my life or my feelings at all. Can't we talk about this a little more? Talk about it? There's nothing to discuss. A wife who doesn't do anything is just a burden. I can't help but feel excited. After all, the day I've been dreaming of is finally here. Should I be thanking you for this? Nancy? Finally, your father kicked the bucket. Now Gabriel can become the CEO. I can't believe you'd say something like that. It's beyond inappropriate. Who celebrates when someone has passed away? Inappropriate? Who cares? Honestly, you should be grateful too. Thanks to that old man finally being out of the picture, I feel so refreshed. Refreshed? You're truly unbelievable. Even yesterday at the funeral, the relatives were so disgusted they couldn't even look at you. And the employees from my father's company were whispering about someone crazy being there. Of course I couldn't stop laughing. This is the happiest moment of my life. Because now, my victory is guaranteed. Victory? What are you even talking about? There's nothing to win against my late father. Of course it's a victory. As long as your father stayed the CEO of that big company, both my son and I were stuck under his thumb. Gabriel marrying you? That was just something we had to put up with. Do you have any idea how much Gabriel and I have endured because of you? Excuse me? I have no idea what you're talking about. What exactly did you endure? And what's your goal here? Are you really this dense? This is the end of our suffering. Obviously, Gabriel should take over the company. Who else could it possibly be? This all happened so suddenly. The next CEO hasn't even been decided yet, and it's not something that can be resolved so easily. The husband of the only daughter is the obvious choice to take over. That's just common sense. So start preparing for the new CEO inauguration party. Preparing? Don't you think it's way too early to talk about a party when nothing's been decided yet? How about renting the Great King Hotel? And you'll be in charge of the invitation designs and sending them out. You're going to be the CEO's wife, so that's the least you can do. You're jumping the gun. Also, I don't have any intention of becoming the CEO's wife, and there hasn't been any discussion about that. You're always so slow to act. You'll never cut it as a CEO's wife at this rate. If you're going to be a burden on my son, I might as well kick you out, so prepare yourself. As I've said repeatedly, the new CEO hasn't been decided yet. Stop assuming something this important without any basis. Of course it's already decided. Who else could it possibly be? Don't tell me you're thinking of becoming the CEO yourself. I have no intention of doing that. But that doesn't mean my husband can just take the position without proper approval. Then it has to be my son. If the employees complain, just fire all of them. It's that simple. That's how companies work. There's no way something like that would work. Considering the scale of the company, do you really think the employees would stick around if you acted so recklessly? The CEO's word is final. That's the power of being a CEO. If you don't know anything about business, it's best to stay out of it. But as I keep saying, he's not the CEO yet. Jesus, you're such a frustrating wife. When you got married, we talked about my son becoming the successor, didn't we? It's already decided. That wasn't a definitive decision. It was more like, it would be nice if that happened someday. It's what your father would have wanted. If you let someone else take over, that old man won't be able to rest in peace. He might even come back to haunt us as creepy Uncle Sam crawling out of the basement. Honestly, what do you think my father was? A proper CEO deserves a grand mansion, don't you think? Once my son becomes a great CEO, it has to be a house everyone will envy. Of course, I plan to live there too. I'll personally train you from scratch on how to act like a proper wife. Nancy, that's a bit too much. We're perfectly comfortable in our current condo. And besides, you're not the CEO's wife, so there's no need for you to overstep. Overstep? Do you have any idea how much I've done for this family? Stop talking back and just obey me. If we're building a multi-generational home, it should have a luxurious design. A pool and a fountain in the yard would be nice. And I think a $2 million budget is reasonable. As the wife, it's your job to pitch in a little too. $2 million? Where is that kind of money supposed to come from? And do we even really need such a mansion? Let's try to think realistically. Oh, I am being realistic. Once my son becomes CEO, that kind of money will be no problem. You should be grateful. This is for your benefit too. Like I said, it hasn't been decided that he'll become the CEO yet. And there's no way we can just use the company's money however we want. You're so clueless. If my son doesn't become the CEO, you'll be in trouble too, won't you? If someone else takes over, you'll lose the house and all the money, and you'll be out on the streets. If you don't want that, you need to take action now. A company is supported by all its employees. It doesn't belong to any one person. With that kind of mindset, neither the employees nor the shareholders will agree. Yeah, I've heard enough of your pretty words. In the end, everything will go smoothly if my son becomes the CEO. And while I'll leave all the CEO wife duties to you, I'll take care of actually running the company, so you don't have to worry. Why would you be running the company? Because I'm the CEO's mother, of course. No one can oppose me. Not even Gabriel goes against me. So in reality, that makes me the one with ultimate power. That's completely ridiculous. My dream is finally coming true. To become a queen with a bunch of servants. You may address me as Queen Cleopatra. Absolutely not. And it's not going to work out that easily anyway. You need to cooperate. Do whatever it takes to make sure my son becomes the new CEO as soon as possible. There's not much I can do about this, you know. Well then, time to build a mansion and stock up on clothes and bags fit for someone with power. You're living on a pension. Splurging like that isn't a good idea. I'm a celebrity, a noble. Are you even listening to me? Anyway, I'm off to shop. Wait a second. I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Aria, and I'm 31 years old. I work at the company my father used to run. Just recently, my father, who had always been energetic, suddenly collapsed and passed away. He had always been a workaholic, putting his health second, and it seems like that had caught up with him over time. It all happened so suddenly that I didn't even have time to process my feelings. While I was busy with the funeral arrangements, the one person laughing nonstop was my mother-in-law, Nancy, the one messaging me on WhatsApp. She's the textbook definition of a mother-in-law who enjoys tormenting her daughter-in-law. And honestly, I've always found her hard to deal with. I knew she was unreasonable and greedy, but I never imagined she'd come up with something this outrageous. My father's company was fairly large, but since he ran it single-handedly, it's true there isn't an obvious successor. In a family-run business like this, it would typically pass to either me, his only daughter, or my husband. But honestly, I don't want my husband to take over the company my father cherished so much. And that's because my husband has his own share of issues. Just to remind you, don't embarrass me, okay? Huh? Where is this coming from all of a sudden? You're really clueless sometimes. That's why Mom gets mad at you. Excuse me? Anyway, I'm starting work at the company the day after tomorrow, so make sure you clean the CEO's office until it's spotless. I mean, I've got to start in an environment worthy of the new CEO, right? What? How did you even get to that conclusion? What makes you think you'll be the next CEO? Huh? It's common sense. The husband of the only daughter is the natural successor, don't you think? Obviously, I'm the new CEO, so you should just get it already. No. I've never heard anything like that. You can't just assume something that important. Assume? No, Mom said the same thing. If anything, isn't the plan already moving forward? Wait a second. Have you been talking to Nancy about this? Is that why you're coming up with these ridiculous ideas? Yeah, I talked to Mom, and she said she's already moving forward with a multi-generational house contract. I even helped her speed things up. What? You actually took her seriously? And do you really think signing a contract is that simple? Of course it's simple. The moment the old man passed away,
I contacted a realtor and a construction company and got everything rolling immediately.
You've got to be kidding me. I can't believe you're faster to act than your mother. Not that I'm impressed by that, but still.
Mom was already preparing too, apparently. We almost ended up with 2 mansions being built. Don't underestimate our planning skills. Although having a second house isn't a bad idea. A mansion and a vacation home, it's exactly the kind of life a CEO should have, don't you think?
A CEO's life, huh? First of all, you're not even the CEO yet. You're jumping way too far ahead. And even if the contract is signed, how exactly do you plan to pay for all of this?
What? Don't worry about the money. Once I become CEO, the cash will just start flowing in.
Flowing in? That's ridiculous. We're barely making ends meet with our current finances, thanks to the mortgage. Do you even realize we still have a loan on the condo we're living in?
Oh, the condo? I already decided to give it to my sister.
What? You're giving the condo to your sister? How can you just decide something like that without consulting me?
Well, we're moving into a mansion, so we won't need the condo, right? I also got rid of all the furniture. Don't worry, I'm buying new furniture that matches the mansion.
You've got to be kidding me. So while I was busy with the funeral and sorting out things at my parents' house, you did all this behind my back?
A good leader needs quick decision-making skills. If you keep dawdling, I'll leave you behind.
Stop making decisions on your own. Even if we were to build a house, where would we live in the meantime if we gave up the condo?
Don't worry about that. We'll enjoy living in a hotel. I've already booked the suite at the Great King Hotel for the next 6 months.
Where do you think that kind of money is coming from?
We'll need about $200,000 for 6 months, so just transfer it from the company funds. Living in a suite is what suits me as a future CEO.
Excuse me? Are you seriously planning to waste company money on something so ridiculous? You're talking about spending money that all the employees worked hard to earn just to fund your luxury lifestyle?
Huh? I'm the CEO. The company's money is basically my money.
No, the company's money belongs to the company. It's not your personal wallet. If you can't even understand that, there's no way you're fit to be CEO.
Shut up. Oh, by the way, I also bought a Lexus. It was $200,000, so go ahead and handle that payment too.
You've got to be joking. Are you seriously telling me this? Do you even realize how ridiculously stupid you're being?
What's stupid about it? A CEO's car has to be top of the line to maintain their image. Plus, since it's my car, its value goes up automatically.
How self-centered can you be? Are you even willing to listen to what I'm saying?
Self-centered? Isn't the way you're talking to me a bit too rebellious?
Rebellious? Honestly, you should be thankful I'm even trying to have a reasonable conversation with you. At this point, I'm too shocked to even get angry.
Ah, so you're finally realizing how amazing I am. See? The best thing to do is just quietly follow someone as great as me.
You know what? Fine. Do whatever you want. But let me make one thing clear. I will never let you use the company's money. Not a chance.
Oh, whatever. Once I show up at the company the day after tomorrow and declare myself CEO, everything will be mine anyway.
You're completely insane. Go ahead and do whatever you want. But you'd better be ready for what comes after. Here's a WhatsApp exchange I'm honestly embarrassed to share with everyone. Unfortunately, this man who has taken stupidity to a whole new level is my husband, Gabriel. Before we got married, he was a bit more reasonable. But as soon as we tied the knot, he started going on about being the future CEO and quit his job. He's completely hopeless. There's no way someone like him could run a company. Does he even realize what my father and all the employees worked so hard to build? And then, the next day, something huge happened.
Feeling amazing this morning. I never imagined I could feel this good. Maybe I should even thank you a little for it. Seriously, I feel on top of the world. It's official. I'm the new CEO. The moment has finally come. This is my time to rule. I can't wait to do whatever I want. I just signed the contract a while ago. Now everything will go exactly the way I want it to.
I see. Good for you.
What's with that attitude? Be happier for me. Don't tell me you were aiming to take the CEO position for yourself.
Not at all.
Then celebrate with me. Your husband just became the CEO. I was expecting a much more emotional reaction from you.
Good for you. But honestly, I don't feel anything special about it.
Everyone's been celebrating with me. Folks are all saying, big congrats on your new role as CEO. It was such a big deal, you know? I even got a bouquet. I can really feel everyone's expectations on my shoulders. I'm just amazing.
That's great. Congrats.
What's with that attitude? I don't feel any excitement from you. Are you jealous or something? Whatever, forget it. A wife who can't even react properly is useless to me. So I've decided we're getting a divorce.
Sure, sounds good. Let's get divorced.
Huh? Wow, you're handling that with some serious calmness. You're giving up way too easily. Did you see this coming? Did you know I'd dump you? I thought I'd been careful not to let it show.
Not to let what show?
My girlfriend. She's younger and cuter than you. She's absolutely perfect.
What? What are you talking about? Wait, are you saying you've been cheating on me?
You really didn't notice, huh? You're such a clueless woman. It's hilarious. And guess what? Mom likes her better than you. There's no way you can compete. So yeah, you're completely done. Thanks for everything so far. My life's only going to get better from here. And now, here comes the great Nancy herself. Bow down to the ultimate power. Everything has gone exactly according to my plan.
Nancy, what's going on?
I've been appointed as the vice CEO of this company. I've already signed the contract and it's official.
Oh, is that so?
With this, the entire company is mine. I did it. Wait, Mom. We need to split it fairly between us, okay? Of course. Gabriel, sweetie, you need to be happy too.
What a creepy pair.
Say whatever you want, loser.
So both of you signed the contracts, right?
Obviously. The contracts are signed and done. Now the company is officially mine.
Oh, good. Work hard as a corporate drone.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Didn't you read the contracts carefully? They should say corporate drone, not CEO.
What? There's no way it says something that ridiculous. Those papers were brought by some guy claiming to be an executive.
Yeah, I prepared them.
Wait, what? What does that mean?
It means you signed a contract appointing you to the position of corporate drone in our company. And as for your mom, she's the vice drone.
What are you talking about?
Your duties as a corporate drone will primarily involve cleaning the toilets. It's an important mission, scrubbing every floor's restrooms 3 times a day.
You've got to be kidding me.
Don't worry, we're generous here. Your hourly wage will be $12. See? We're not heartless.
What? That's like a part-time job for students.
The contract is for 1 year. The first 3 months will be a probationary period. At the end of each year, we'll decide whether to renew it. Oh, and depending on how shiny the toilets are, you might even get a raise. Good luck.
Stop messing around.
I'm not messing around. There's no way I'd hand over my father's company, built through his hard work and the efforts of all the employees, to scumbags like you two. If anyone's messing around, it's you two.
Wait, am I really not the CEO?
How could someone who isn't even an employee think they'd become CEO in the first place?
Well, I'm the husband of the only daughter.
And that's supposed to automatically make you CEO? Besides, didn't you already work at our company once? You were fired ages ago. There's no way someone who got fired would ever be made CEO.
Huh? What do you mean fired? Wasn't my son supposed to be an elite employee and the next CEO?
Oh, he was just putting on a show for you. He's been a stay-at-home husband ever since he got fired. Oh, wait, not even that. He doesn't do housework, so he's just unemployed.
No way! My son isn't a CEO and he's unemployed?
Oh, correction. He's not unemployed anymore. He's a proud corporate drone for our company. Now get started on your toilet cleaning duties. Your contract is already signed.
No way! Who the hell is going to clean toilets?
So you want to quit? Fine, but you'll be jobless and kicked out of the condo. Are you sure about this?
All right, fine. I'll go back to being a stay-at-home husband and support you again.
Didn't I tell you we're getting a divorce? You even admitted to cheating. I'll make sure to file for alimony too.
Wait, hold on. Don't do that.
Your only options now are either to work as a corporate drone and keep your job, or end up unemployed and out on the streets.
Neither of those will work. And what about the house? I already bought the land. And the Lexus. Not to mention the Great King Hotel. I've already booked it.
I tried to stop you.
But honestly, if I can't be the CEO, then who would take the position? Are you seriously going to hand the company over to someone else?
The CEO position has already been decided. It's going to my uncle. My dad had a much younger brother, you know. He's been working at the company for years and is the perfect choice as a successor. Just like my dad, he's honest, hardworking, and well-respected.
What? There's actually someone like that? You should have told me sooner.
My uncle was actually willing to give you a chance, you know.
A chance? What do you mean?
My dad genuinely wanted both of us, his daughter and son-in-law, to take over the company. But because of the way you are, he couldn't make you the successor directly. My uncle knew all about that situation, so his plan was to take over as CEO temporarily. If you showed any commitment, he was ready to bring you back to the company and train you to take on a real leadership role. The corporate drone title, though, that was just my little joke.
All right, I'll change my attitude and work hard.
It's way too late for that. Even my uncle saw this WhatsApp chat and is completely appalled. Besides, we're getting divorced, so you're officially no longer part of my life.
So what's going to happen to me?
You're also no longer part of my life, Nancy.
I borrowed a lot of money because I thought we'd be swimming in cash.
You two are so alike. It's almost impressive. Well, why not work as corporate drones and pay it all back?
That's impossible. I've never worked a day in my life. How am I supposed to start now? Same here. I haven't worked in years. There's no way I can suddenly get a job.
Then I guess you'll both just have to face being jobless and homeless. Winter's almost here, so make sure you're ready to live under the freezing sky.
Winter? Being homeless is absolutely unacceptable. If you throw me out, you'll be cursed. Yeah, don't say stuff like that. Area, help me. Forget Mom. I'm the one you should save. Wait a second. I'm an elderly woman.
You can ignore my son, but at least save me. What the hell? You're showing your true colors now, you selfish old hag. Arya, let's start over, just the two of us. It's all Mom's fault. She manipulated me. I didn't do anything wrong. Excuse me? Are you seriously blaming me to dodge responsibility? Unbelievable! You're such a failure! You know what, both of you? This is pathetic. Let's just end this here. It's more than enough already. I'm so fed up just listening to you two. I'm blocking you now, so don't ever contact me again. Wait, at least don't block me. We can still talk this out. There's gotta be a way to fix this, right? Arya, please, don't abandon me. I'll be in real trouble if you do. No way. Don't worry. I'll block both of you equally. Bye-bye. After everything, neither Gabriel nor Nancy could find a job due to their lack of any real work experience. With no other options, they ended up taking part-time cleaning jobs at my company. But of course, it wasn't smooth sailing. Even though they complained nonstop about how hard the work was, they had nowhere else to go, so they reluctantly stuck with it. Nancy, in particular, let her pride get in the way, yelling, "I didn't live my life to end up doing this," while throwing fits. Now, though, she's scrubbing toilets every morning with a mop in hand. It's kind of funny how she gets all embarrassed and starts apologizing whenever the staff calls her out for not cleaning well. As for Gabriel, he's still clueless. He constantly says he can't believe he's doing this kind of job, while repeatedly showing up late and making mistakes. One day, his boss totally snapped and said that if he couldn't clean up right, he'd have to pack his bags and go. Apparently, Gabriel ended up crying and apologizing profusely. To make matters worse, they couldn't afford the cancellation fees for the house and car they tried to buy, so now they are drowning in bills. I've heard they're so scared of debt collectors that they panic every time the doorbell rings late at night. On top of all that, Nancy and Gabriel's relationship has hit rock bottom. Every time their cleaning shifts overlap, they get into loud arguments at work. Honestly, it's all their own doing. Meanwhile, I've been working with my uncle to protect and manage the company my father left behind. Despite everything those two tried to ruin, I'm so relieved we were able to keep the company intact. Now, I'm working with the employees to preserve the values my father cherished. And together, we're building a company we can all be proud of.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.